on.
We're on.
We're on.
We're on.
You brought snacks.
We're on, Ron.
You brought snacks.
Well,
mate.
we don't have drinks today because you're here early and have to drive.
Yeah.
Stupid life.
I know.
Going off and doing fun things. Rude.
Yeah, I know. It's so unfortunate. It's another thing that I committed to ages ago and completely forgot about.
Sounds cool though. Some light show.
Yeah, something at the Lux in London tomorrow. So I need to leave at like 9 in the morning from mine. And just if I stopped here tonight, I'd have to have
got
got up early to get back to get changed.
You'd have been getting to travel.
Yeah, which I'd rather not do. So yeah, I'm going to go home tonight.
No, don't blame you. So instead, what we have, which is obviously exactly the same, is a My Protein Flapjack.
Oh, that is
To
an
try.
exact substitute.
It's exact. If you don't have rum or whiskey in the house, this is what you substitute with. And just to make it even more interesting, it's the original flavour, which is
The flavour of
just
original.
oat.
Yeah.
I've not tried them yet though, so we'll see what they're actually like. I just saw them there on the table when I was coming up, so I thought I'd grab one. But yeah, what we're on now, episode 53. Welcome all. We've discovered something new. You can rate us on Spotify, so please do.
Yeah.
Just if you go to the main, when you go to your playlist, go to the CREWCast playlist, and just under the description of us, you'll see there's a little star. Just whack that, and then rate us 5 because we're awesome.
Yeah.
If you can leave a
it helps
review,
a lot.
you can leave reviews on iTunes. If you listen to us on Apple iTunes, if you scroll to the bottom of the main feed, you'll see review sections. Leave reviews on there, so you can leave a review and leave questions, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn voice notes on Spotify.
Yeah, so people can...
I think you'll actually be able to leave us voice notes that we might be able to play out. So see if that option's available for you.
I think that's cool.
That'd be funny.
Me and Lex, we decided we're pulling our finger out now. We're taking... Not that we weren't taking it seriously before, but we want this to, like...
Be a thing.
Yeah, we really do.
Long-term thing.
And it's nice. Like, I think hitting 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, obviously that's not a crazy amount, but it's good considering the YouTube's kind of the secondary.
But still considering it's not even secondary, it's like the third or fourth avenue where it's viewed.
Yeah. So I think that's like, I don't know, for me anyway, that kind of showed me that, it's actually like kind of going somewhere. It's a little mini milestone, isn't it? Which is nice. And
baby.
The, last podcast last week, if you haven't listened to that,
Holy shit.
you need to listen to that.
Yeah, we had Dr. Imran Khan on, who is a blood analyst and hormone specialist, and he just goes through some of the craziest stories about people he's had to deal with, or deaths of actual people that you didn't know. He knows why.
Yep.
And he's got links into NHS blood files, so he knows the dirt on everyone.
Yeah, because he's trying to collate like basically as much data on performance enhancing drug use and trying to get it into one place so they can obviously everyone is very individual, different people respond differently, but by kind of collating tens of thousands, no, it was millions, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, he had access, was it 27? He has actual access to 27,000 files right now.
Yeah, but then he's going to get access to stuff in the States as
Yes,
well,
that just
as
blows
well
it
as
out.
like heart scans and all kinds of things. And it's basically to kind of really get some solid information on what damage is caused by performance enhancing drugs.
Long term.
Yeah,
that's
long
what
term.
we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that it's fascinating, and the stories are awesome. We had so much great feedback. Everyone really, really liked him. I think that's on
He's
YouTube.
back.
That's
He's
probably
back.
had
We've
the
actually
most
spoke to him
comments.
today. Spoke to him today. You met up with him.
Yeah, I saw him earlier in the week. We're going to meet him again next week. But he's an awesome guy. I went and trained. He's got a gym. Went and trained at his gym. He's going to come down BCB at some point when he's got a bit of a chest infection. So when he's better and he's up for training,
Do you reckon you'd have to duck under your door?
yeah, I think he has to duck under all doors.
Who's he? 6'6".
Yeah, he's a big guy.
But he's big.
Yeah,
Just a big human. Just like you look at him, and you're just like, why? Why are we? How? Like him, and you're like me. Because if they're just tall and thin, you're like, okay, you're stretched. He's gone the other way in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
yeah. Oh, he showed me pictures of him because he had hair. He had long hair as well.
Oh, did he?
He showed me some pictures of him. You couldn't even recognise he had a big beard and long hair.
Probably like it comes in a Zeusy thing.
Yeah, he looked crazy. Honestly, you didn't even recognise him.
Yeah, so that was. I mean, he was a great guy. It shocked me how down to earth he was, and just like a lad.
Yes, yeah, he's got like multiple PhDs and doctorates, but then also just a bit of a badass as well. Like I know
Doesn't pull his punches.
Yeah, I think he's been to prison a couple times.
Yeah.
Like there's other like there's.
But that's what you need. You need people on ground level.
Yeah.
So they know who they're dealing with, because then you can get the people who are doing the dumb shit with these drugs, who can talk to him.
Yeah.
Because he's not a doctor in his lab coat who's using words they don't understand or seeing like they're talking down to people. But I got a message from one bloke who just said, work person with Dr. Khan, amazing guy. I'd done something stupid. He did my bloods. And he said literally, he called me up as I tried to explain myself. He told me to shut the fuck up or go away. So I shut the fuck up, and now I'm great. Basically, because he said basically what he'd done is tried to explain himself away as to why he'd done it, and
he was just like, I don't care, it doesn't matter.
Calm was just like, shut the fuck up, I don't care why.
Yeah,
this is where we're at. Here's what we do to fix it.
Yeah,
and he fixed it. And the dude was in a state.
Yeah, a lot of the comments we saw, people that had worked with him personally, everything's been really positive. And he said that he does get a lot of grief as well from people. And when I met up with him, he did speak to me about, some coaches that had messaged him after, because he spoke about bodybuilding coaching I'm on about here, saying that, like, according to their data, with over like 1,000 people that have been interviewed, that like 70% of their coaches sell them steroids as well.
Oh yeah.
And this guy was like, "Oh, I don't do that," and he was like, "Okay, fair enough." I said, or it was,
say 100%,
I think it was,
did he?
Yeah, he said 70%, and he was like,
"You snowflake."
Have you ever? And he was like, "Yeah, I used to." And I was
shut up. What? I don't murder people. Well, I did do.
Yeah, I did
but
in the past.
Not anymore. So now I'm not a murderer.
Yeah. So I don't know. Some
that's the type of moron you're dealing with. There's someone who's dealing and coaching. They're just a dealer, really. The coaching's it's a mask for the dealing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's the mentality. That's why.
Yeah. Very.
And I reckon they justify themselves a lot as well. So that's the justification thing. Oh, I don't do it anymore though.
Yeah.
Well, so
yeah.
How many people's lives did you ruin prior to stopping?
Yeah. So very interesting. So yeah, if you haven't listened to that one, give it a listen.
Yeah, it was really eye-opening. I think if you just watch mine and lose faces, we're just basically like, what? For most of the episode.
And we will be getting him back on, because again,
you requested him to come back, so he's coming back.
Yeah.
We're also getting Danny back.
Yes, we are.
Danny, if you didn't see Danny Andrews, Fish and Rice Cakes guy.
We need to get them two on together, because imagine like we could literally like.
I think Danny's head would explode.
Yeah. It might.
You'd have too many things to question.
Yeah. I think they need to be put in touch though at some point, because like
Danny, he's going to.
Yeah.
The answer to Danny's question, he said Danny's literally going to come. He's going to come and see him after he's done the sperm freezing.
Good. Yeah.
Yep. So we've had some really interesting people on it. We've got more to come. We've got. We're still pushing to get Tyler. On from the WWE.
Yeah.
We're just navigating the red tape.
Yeah.
To get him there. The red tape and I don't know what else.
I think they're very, because
their time frames are so long on everything to get comebacks.
They're just very strict on what's put out there. They've had image issues in the past, obviously. And
I think we sorted that though today. Because let's talk about the other three big things that have happened. One, if you're not watching on Spotify, you're missing an epic retro Austin 316 t-shirt.
I saw one of those literally like a few weeks ago advertised, and I was
Guess the rabbit hole I went down on YouTube the other week. And for a day, I watched just Stone Cold stuff. I watched the Attitude Era, and I was just like, where are my wrestling t-shirts? I had a Just Bring It one.
Yeah.
I had an Austin 316, and then I don't know if I had another one, but I was like, I just went on and thought, I bet I could buy one. And it's an actual WWE.
Yeah.
Vintage Austin 316 t-shirt with the big skull on the back and everything.
Nice. That's
so
awesome.
I've got that on. Two, we didn't talk about it last week, but it is a big issue and a serious one. I'm now blonde.
You are blonde.
Very blonde.
I don't think Imran Khan would have given a fuck about that. If we start, just excuse me, doctor.
If we just stop,
he's dyed his hair.
You have 27,000 watts to talk about hormones. Yeah. That's all good and proper. But
what do you know about bleaching your hair?
Yeah. Have you ever seen such an awesome job done in a single go of dyeing your hair from brown to blonde? So yeah, I'm now but I'm very blonde.
Like, that's blonder than you were before, isn't it?
It went even easier this time. The hair was just like, oh, we're doing this again. Yeah. Wink. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. I had to separate us. We were getting too brown between us.
Yeah.
So I had to add some contrast into the room.
Well, we're getting a backdrop that hopefully will be appearing soon. And I was like, when we were looking at the backdrops, we were just like, can't be too dark, otherwise our hair will blend into it, and we'll just both look bald.
Yeah. Originally, we were going to go for the South Park cannon fodder lineup of just a lot of black soldiers. We thought that's too dark, so we're going to mix in some Indians and stuff as well.
Yeah, lighten it up a little bit.
There was one other thing I wanted to talk about that we hadn't talked about last week, but I can't remember now because we've joked our way out of it. My brain's just been like hard its way. Let's try this flapjack. What else has been going down?
Am I allergic to that?
Oh, you and your death.
I know. Oh,
oats 26%, golden syrup partially.
Yeah, I'll just give it a. You don't read through the whole fucking ingredients list.
Soya protein nuggets. What the hell's a soya protein nugget?
You're a fucking nugget.
Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, I've been freeballing today. free balling.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think I enjoy it. Free balling, by the way, is my terminology for not wearing any underwear. I was wearing just joggers because I got up, and you know when you just grab what's near. I said joggers, jumping. I went down straight to editing.
Yeah.
And then realised when you came around, because I'd just been sitting all day, I was like, I don't have any underwear on.
Yeah.
And I started walking around, I was like, I don't know how people do this. It's not
during the lockdowns. I didn't wear pants for the entirety of the
actual
lockdowns.
pants at all, just nude.
Yeah. Well, I had underwear. I had trousers, normally joggers on if I was just chilling around.
And no underwear underneath?
Didn't bother with boxers.
I don't like it.
Oh, it's fabulous.
It gets all like clammy because you're sat on your nut. It's like things move too much.
If you're running, you got to be careful the pace you get up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
You got to things slap around.
Yeah,
a little
you got
bit.
the left to right fling ratios.
Yeah, but
It lets you know which way you're leaning if you're only flinging one way.
yeah, true. But no, I enjoy it.
I did a skateboard. I put up a thing of me skateboarding, lying on a skateboard, rolling into the kitchen for a morning coffee on my stories today. The amount of messages I said saying, "Be careful to not trap your balls."
Yeah, I saw that, and that's the first thing I thought.
How long are people's balls?
Is a skateboard a full-length skateboard, or is it like
No, it's a little thing.
Yeah, I'd see it.
Even so.
As soon as I saw you, I was just like, oh, God.
No, how are your balls going to get down to the... How long are your balls, people? Really?
Depends how hot the bath was.
Like, are people... Like, how... Seriously, there's no way my balls could get trapped in the wheels. They just don't hang that low.
Maybe.
Which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
I don't want long balls.
Long balls.
Long balls is... I mean, imagine. That's like how you'd age a tree. You know, like rings in a tree is how old a tree is. Mm-hmm. How far your balls drop is your genetic age. So if your balls are hanging low and you're only like mid-20s, you need to start doing something. Put some creams on it. Yeah. I don't know.
Firm them up.
Tie it up with some elastic bands.
Talking about balls, oh fuck! I need to actually. So I literally got this product called Mr. Balls Bollock Cream.
Can you eat this and not die?
It's I don't know how you just brushed off what I just
because
said.
I want to eat it.
No, I have it, mate. So it says may contain. So I'll probably be fine.
Everything in the world says may contain.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just not going to risk dying live on the podcast.
Well, what if you do it towards the end, and then if you start dying, we can rush you off?
Yeah, it's still going to be too much hassle. I'd rather not.
What's the macros on this? Go on, you got bollock.
Yeah, so what I used to use for my balls, not that anyone cares.
Actually, are we talking about shaving balls?
No.
We've already done that.
No, this is keeping you smelling fresh. So
ball powder.
Yeah, because there's not many places that, or used to be not many places that did ball powder. But you know, Axe, which is basically Lynx, but
it's Lynx, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Lynx,
European
but
Lynx.
Or American or European.
It's like Opal and Vauxhall.
Yeah, so Axe do basically baby powder, but it smells like their body sprays. So because baby powder's perfect, but you don't want. Well, I personally wouldn't want my bollocks to smell like a newborn baby.
Doesn't baby powder give you cancer?
Yeah, everything gives you cancer.
No, but it actually does.
Yeah, it's carcinogenic.
Yeah, they actually did a report on it, and it's actually carcinogenic.
Yeah.
And we're just dousing babies in it.
Yeah.
We're just basically slowly murdering your own child from the moment it's born.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. God knows why. And anyway, so this ball powder, well, it's not just ball powder, but it is best for your genitals. It means that your bollocks wouldn't smell like baby powder. They smell like a Lynx body spray or something, which is much nicer, and it works fabulously. So, I haven't ordered any for a couple of years. I have to get it from like America. It has to come from. And
you went to the extent of ordering ball powder from America.
Yeah, well, just a good way of keeping your balls fresh, and it was just not.
How bad are your balls?
I don't know. It's just nice to keep your balls fresh and dry as well, especially in the summer.
There's people around the world suffering with long, smelly balls.
Yeah, but if
there is a marketplace for long, smelly balls, we've got
it
worries.
won't cure the. If you've got long balls, it won't help. But if you
dry them up, maybe.
True, yeah, like a prune.
Oh, this is good.
Is it good?
It actually just tastes like a flapjack. It doesn't have that powder.
Well, it is a flapjack.
Well, it doesn't have the powdery protein taste.
Yeah.
Well, that's when it's a protein flapjack.
But anyway, I went onto Amazon and I was looking for I don't know what I typed in. It wasn't ball powder, but it could have been. And this product came up, and it's got like 5,000 reviews on Amazon, and it was called Mr. Balls Bollock Cream. And then the reviews are fucking hilarious, and loads of them were like, "I bought this as a joke for someone, but it's actually really good." And I was like, "There you go, I'll buy that." It's great. It is actually like a cream, but it's effectively like deodorant, but for your dick and balls, and you just rub it on there. Like that.
How big are your balls?
Like
Get in there. Well, you're rubbing a baby pig.
Yeah. And like within a couple of minutes, it dries. But like throughout, you stay.
Right, so it doesn't leave it kind
No,
of.
yeah, no, it's not
like,
slimy at all.
moisturising.
Yeah, there's no because I was like, oh, it's going to give you like almost a residue or something, but nothing. You wouldn't know. But at the end of the day, still fresh. Smells good.
Just walking around like ball heavy now, just strutting. Just
So,
pelvis first.
Mr. Ball's bollock cream. I think
Mr. Ball's bollock cream. I might try him. Is it expensive?
No, it was cheap. Or let me just have a look on my Amazon. What we can do? Can we put a link?
Yeah, I think so. Type in ball powder first on Amazon and see what comes up. Because now I want to know.
Ball powder. I did type in ball powder. And there's one called Men's Chassis. I think is that how you spell chassis? Chassis.
That is too nice of a bottle for a bollock cream. They should have gone funnier with it.
Below the belt.
I would have made it in the shape of a pair of balls.
£8. There we go. Fresh bollocks, not bollock cream.
How long will that last you?
Oh God, ages. It doesn't predict how long, but
With the size of those balls you were rubbing, not 2
well, I'll let
days.
you know. But you put in like I don't know, like a squirt like the size of your thumbnail or something, and then just go into town.
Go on, let's have a look. Okay, so it's like, see, now that's more fun for a bollock cream bottle.
Yeah.
Dr. Balls, I like that. That's funny. Made in England
in
as
the
well.
UK,
Support in the UK.
Fresh bollocks.
Firm. There we go. Well, it would have to be a British man that's made that. Deirdre, I've had an idea for a business.
But yeah, that's got just under 6,000 reviews, and it's 5 stars.
How many of the reviews are just piss takes, though?
Oh, the reviews are brilliant. Like,
That's the funny bit. Do you ever remember that one where there was a nail varnish remover or something on there? No, it was something like Terps. And somebody left a review like it was a review of a drink for the Terps and how it had like a strong first kick, but after a while you got all this. And it just started this trend of just ridiculous reviews for products, reviewing them in the wrong way. And they did one for Veet hair removal or something. And it was loads of blokes went on there and started doing reviews for putting it on their bollocks and their butthole and how it was. And they just do these really intense stories about how they set up their room to go and do it, get in the shower. Lovely and smooth going on. It felt great. A little too good at times, I must admit. And after successfully removing the hair, I thought, all is well. Then all of a sudden, a burning. And they've written like that, like these actual tales. They're fucking hilarious.
yeah, some of the reviews.
Some of them have got to be like that.
Rather this than deep heat. My cobblers are now sniffable during the summer months. Shame I'm pig ugly and 99% of the human race avoids me like a disease-ridden leper.
Well done, sir. Brilliant. Look at that.
That's the top one that comes up.
You got to love it.
Yeah, so I'm not going to even read some of the other ones. You just
Read
need,
one more.
never mind sweaty bollocks. This stuff is ace for a sweaty, smelly helmet as well. You can now go all day in the hot weather without having to keep using wet wipes. Will deaf boy again just smear a little around the base of the head after massaging the general area. God.
I love it. People just take the piss.
Oh, fucking hell.
What a brilliant product.
But there are so many, and a lot of them are people just like, I got this as a joke for somebody, but it's actually good.
Right, there we go.
So, yeah, if anyone's...
Do any of you already use bollock cream? It's a bit sexist, though. Bit limiting.
True. Although it's a masculine smell. It's kind of like a mix between Brute and Old Spice.
Do you reckon there'd be some person who identifies as a male and buys that just because they identify as a male and has nothing to smear it on? Why can't I buy this? I identify as a male. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I'll do that properly. Why can't I buy this? I identify as a male. just have it on a shelf, out of like just a tantrum.
Yeah,
there.
Or they just make sure it's in the background. In the background of every photo they take.
It's a Wednesday. I am a man.
Yeah, just in the background. Selfie.
Yeah,
bollock cream in the back.
See. Now it's Thursday.
Yeah, it's one way of proving your point.
Back to the Fangita fan. You can't be fluid. I hate that. I don't know why it just popped into my head, but something happened this week to do with it. I think it was to do with sports or something. I think I watched something on that where there's just some...
Was it me sending you Macho Man Randy Savage?
Yes, it was! Yes. Yeah, that is hilarious. The South Park one where Macho Man Randy Savage basically identifies as a woman and then goes in and just crushes everyone.
Yeah, just smashes all sports.
He gets into the women's sports and kills everyone. Yeah. Literally.
And he's been identifying as a woman for 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. I can't wait to get in there and compete against these amazing women.
Kate
like
tell you how free I feel since I've been identifying as a woman.
Oh, yeah. And then it always flexing. He's constantly flexing the whole time, just double biceps. Fucking brilliant.
I don't know how South Park get away with everything that they do. They're fucking amazing.
Yeah, that is just wow. Let's not get into that because it annoys me. I'm against it. They should have, like everyone wanted, the transgender league. I'd watch the fuck out of that.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd well watch that.
Yeah, just a completely different,
But it has to be, wouldn't it? Otherwise, you just have men against women, and that makes no sense.
Yeah, should be.
Because that powerlifter, didn't they, who went in and just broke every women's record ever. Because he's a dude.
Yeah.
And he was a dude up until like his 30s.
Yeah, I don't know if there is a single sport, and this isn't being sexist or anything, I don't know if there's there might be like a few, but where the women's record is greater than the men's record.
Chess, maybe, or something like that. Something that's mentally strategic.
Yeah. But, is chess a sport, I suppose?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know. But I in pretty much every single sport, I would say probably 99% of sports, the male record will be, at least a little bit higher than the female record. That is why there are gender categories.
Yeah.
Because physiologically we're completely different. But yeah, let's not get into it.
Nah. It was just
shall I just get onto this as well while we're early on? So just because there was people that were asking about it, and we can just keep it quick because we had Dr. Imran Khan on, and I got my bloods done, and these were my blood work results that we can probably
actually says that Louis is actually non-binary.
Yeah.
Right at the top there.
Yeah.
Turns out he's non-gendered.
Yeah. No gender at all.
No blood cells found.
Yeah.
Just neutral.
It was pure gravy. 100%. 100%.
Just from Christmas.
Onion gravy.
Leaking it out.
Yeah, they said he's never seen that before.
Yeah.
They thought it was really hard to draw blood from me. Unusually so, because it was quite a thick gravy. Because I do like it. I do like a thick gravy.
Thick gravy, yeah. Don't serve as watery gravy.
No, but don't have as much as I have.
Right, dumb this down then, because
I'm not
what are the main
through
things
everything.
people want to look at when they're getting bloods done?
Well, I suppose it depends what you're going in
And also,
for.
let's say you should be getting bloods done for general health, not if you've got anything to do with any hormone treatments or anything that you're doing or taking.
Yeah.
It's good just to know because you can get markers in your blood for many genetic scares that could occur, things that you're prone to genetically. Or
I won't go. I'm not going to go into everything. I'll tell you what the categories are. So I've got basically you've got your cholesterol, which has got multiple different markers under that. Your hormone levels, which is kind of your testosterone and the bits around that. Thyroid function, vitamins.
That'd be an interesting one for a lot of people. Thyroid function.
Yeah.
Because if you've got an underactive thyroid, you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to get in shape, and you're like, "What the fuck? I'm doing everything, counting macros, everything's on track."
Yeah.
Thyroid's a motherfucker, and it can be fixed literally with a pill.
Yeah, exactly. Blood count, biochemistry, kidney function, liver function. So these are all kind of things that are fairly useful to know.
Maybe you've had a bit of a hefty few years of drinking at
Yeah.
college or uni. You want to know if you've done some damage.
And this is just one of the tests that you can get done. There's ones that have got full vitamin panels. So this one only, so this is kind of got a bit more of a performance basis. So it only tests for serum folate and vitamin D. But there's another one where it goes through 50 different vitamins that it'll check your levels with. I suppose the only thing like that is it fluctuates depending on.
Wait, your little buzzer. Oh my God, we're in the season of fruit flies. God damn it. There's no fruit in here, boy. Get out.
I don't know. There's only flapjacks.
Oh, there is some whiskey up there, though.
Yeah, maybe. That's come from grains.
Oh my God, it's spilled out into this room now. So it's now downstairs, it's full cabinet, and now it's up here on the tops.
Oh, no.
But these are usually rejected ones we've got up here. But there's a couple of non-rejects which we've just put up.
Can you put these up on screen?
If you take a picture of them,
I've got a digital copy. I've printed that out because I got sent a digital copy. I'll just remove my address.
Editing Lex, put the pictures up on the screen now.
Yeah, don't put my address on there, please.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
But so if you, I'm supposing, I assume most people are going to give a shit about the hormone levels because that's what people care about.
Just go.
So
where are you at, and what's the range it should be?
Okay, so testosterone. That's what most people care about.
That's in nanomoles, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is nanomoles per liter. All the channels that I watch, like More Plates, More Dates, do nanograms per deciliter. So I actually did a little bit of a conversion, so I know what they are. So I'll tell you both of them.
So is a deciliter larger volume? or less volume?
I don't fucking know, mate.
What the hell's a deciliter?
I don't know.
Is it like the evil form of blood mix?
I ain't got a fucking clue.
Is it like like a Decepticon?
I know the nanograms per deciliter it's normally a 3-digit number, opposed to nanomoles per liter are normally a 2-digit number.
So it's going to be bigger then.
Should be, maybe. So anyway, the range for testosterone, according to this, the normal range is between 8.6 and 29, and I am 23.4.
Well, you're up there, but
So
Jesus, 8,
8.6. Yeah.
and that's normal. Mm-hmm. God,
So that's still like
if you were down there, wouldn't you?
that's like I think people who were around that number would feel the effects of low testosterone, even though technically that is still in the range. So yeah, I'm in the upper quarter of that, which I don't suppose was a surprise. I kind of figured I'd probably be all right. I thought maybe
because you're low enough to train and everything. So
yeah,
food
and
changes
so in nanograms per deciliter, that works out at 675 ish. Again, if that's something that you know, SHBG. So
SHBG is a good one.
Okay, yeah,
Because that's basically what allows us to have free testosterone. So if you're all bound up with you actually could have high testosterone yet have inactive high levels of testosterone.
Because it's bound up in other things such as SHGB.
SHGB is sexual hormone binding globule.
Sex hormone binding globulin.
Globulin.
Yeah, that's the one.
Goblins. Sex goblins. So if your sex goblins
Yeah.
are too high, you're going to not have a lot of free testosterone.
Yeah.
So what are your sex goblins?
My sex goblin. So the range is 18 to 54, and I'm 41, so I am on the higher end.
Oh, it's a bit high. So you could free up a little bit.
Yes, I'm unsure whether your free androgen index and free testosterone are the same thing. I'm not sure about that. I need to speak to.
Well, no, because you've got testosterone and then androgenic testosterone. So androgenics have a higher binding affinity than normal testosterones, which is why they are the ones that are they show results fast and give you like dry, grainy.
Right. Okay. So
yeah,
the only thing that's on here that's to do with that is my free androgen index, and the range is 24 to 104, and I am 55.9. So
right.
I'm on the lower end of the.
So you've got room to just play within the natural ranges and see loads of benefit.
The one thing that I was I was a bit surprised about is my estradiol. So that's your estrogen. And the range is 41 to 159, and I'm 158. I am 1 point away from.
Look, you're almost non-binary.
Exactly.
Your levels are balancing
I'm almost there. So apparently, again, after talking to Doc, that's kind of good. Like you wouldn't want to be over the reference range, but a lot of benefits, like good kind of well-being, sexual function. Are all
them up
you like a lot of estradiol kind of effects, which is why when people take estrogen blockers, they tend to not
lose the old wood in the nubbin.
Yeah, but also that means I need to be careful when I do start taking testosterone, because being as I seem to be prone to having higher estrogen.
You don't want them boobies.
Yeah, I might get some
Don't
titters.
want them dead boobies.
Get some juicy titters.
Because then you wouldn't be non-binary no more. You'd be more of that female inclined titty.
So I think that's what most people care about. Like if we put it up on the screen, people can have a look. My cholesterol was ever so slight. A couple of my cholesterol markers were ever so slightly high.
Good cholesterol or bad cholesterol?
LDL
That's
was
a good one. So LDL's good.
LDL was a tad high, 1 point high. Non-HDL cholesterol was like 0.44 above the reference range, and my just total cholesterol was 0.93. But again, Imran said that it's not anything to necessarily worry about, because you can eat a meal and your cholesterol will change then and there. It fluctuates so much throughout the day.
You're supposed to get this done fasted?
He didn't specify to get it done fasted. There's one of them that is like your triglycerides, but he said to get a solid answer, you'd have to get multiple blood tests done throughout the day.
Which is the idea, isn't it?
If you had a cholesterol issue, then you would. But because mine are just outside of the reference range, that is fine. Also, my creatinine levels were high, which is to do with your kidney function, and that also is meant to be normal.
Are you supplementing?
Yeah.
So you're going to have, if you supplement creatine, you're going to have high creatine.
Well, it's not creatine, it's creatinine, which is but it's
no.
it's this. I think they do influence each other.
There's creatinine, isn't there? Which is what it converts to in the plasma.
Yes.
So I thought it said that, as you didn't say that word. What did you say?
It's creatinine or
Creatinine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Have a look up on that
which
one.
is to do with it's one of the markers for your kidney function.
Right.
But having increased muscle mass, high protein diet, supplementing creatine, and also I think because of the heavy training.
God damn fruit fly. Hey, look, you must smell better than me. Because he hasn't bothered me
dupe
at
on.
all. Oh, dupe. Did we discuss this on the podcast?
We did.
There we go. So
let me
wrap
wrap
it
that
up quick, yeah.
So basically, creatinine, it's normal for people who train because part of training, the kind of waste products of training get filtered through your kidneys, and it'll be the creatinine levels that go a little bit higher, having muscle mass, having a high protein diet. So that's kind of usual for anyone
The more
who
muscle mass you have
trains.
as well, you're going to store more creatine within the muscles as well. So once you are exercising, utilizing it to break down to create ATP. So then, yeah, it makes sense. The more you're going to exercise, and especially if you're going to supplement to refuel it as well.
Yeah, but basically everything's all good, tickety boo, which is quite nice to know.
Did you have any kind of anticipation towards it, like a bit of like any worry?
I thought I was going to have worse markers because like some of my numbers are very good across like organ function.
Was like because he was on about he had people in for blood tests and he had to ring them and say you've got cancer.
No, I wouldn't have expected anything like that because I think I would have. I obviously you don't always, but I just felt like
It's the
I
horror
would kind
stories
of
where
know.
he came in with a headache and
Yeah.
then he had rectal cancer. And you're just like, what? A headache?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I actually know personally on a not rectal cancer, but I know a friend's side of things. So it wasn't someone in my family, but they literally felt a bit shit, went in with a headache, and it turned out like they had bone cancer. You know, it's just and like not even just started, deep set and just taken, and it can just I'd send you wayward, wouldn't it? So I always just think of things like that, you know, because you feel fine, everything's going on, then you think fucking sods,
Yeah,
you know.
I think
Always have those little bits.
It was more some of my like kidney function, like I don't know, some just organ function in general. I wasn't concerned about, but I was like, oh, I bet we're gonna see, you know, something like because when I was a kid, I ate. All kids do it, I think, but I ate shit all the time. Loads of sugar, loads of fat, everything I ate, energy drinks all the time.
Way fucking more.
True. But I kind of felt, because I always thought in my head, because I always, as a kid, I've always had abs because I was a skinny kid.
Yeah.
And I was always like athletic. And I was like, it's got to be, athletics may be pushing it, but I was always active.
Talking about health, do you want a cigarello?
Yeah, talking of cancer. And I was like, if it ain't showing on the outside, it's got to be doing something on the inside.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Again, we talked about genetic potential, didn't we? And it's one of those. If your genetic predisposition is to not be a tubber, you know, you're lucky in that sense. Like me, I was just basically ribs, abs, and little sparrow legs running around everywhere.
Yeah, that was pretty much me as well.
All the way up until I'd say 18, even, mate. I struggled to put weight on of any kind. I was always just skinny and just super, but I was running around all the time. And obviously I wasn't trying to eat like a bodybuilder or anything like that either. I was just playing a lot of basketball, football, and I was a wing in rugby. So I used to have to get and run quick and try not to get hit and broken by the big freaking stupid centres.
Yeah.
I actually didn't, I think I said this last time, I still don't understand fully the rules of rugby, and I played it for about 5 years.
Yeah.
I just knew what I had to do.
Yeah.
But I remember one time I got put into scrum half when one guy got taken off for a couple of minutes, and I was like, what do I do? Where do I go? And they were like, go there, grab that, pass it. Because I could pass well because I had the basketball kind of, what's your word? You know, where you don't fumble shit all the time.
Yeah, just got good hands.
Yeah, thank you. They are very nice.
Very
I
pretty
must tries. What's it called? That's going to piss me off. When you're not clumsy.
Dexterity? Good dexterity?
No, that's too complicated a word. Fuckity doodles. Oh, my brain really annoys me sometimes. I swear, in the back of my head now, I can hear just a little bit of laughter. And it's my brain sense. It's like, you know this word. And you're going to know it as soon as you start the podcast. But I'm not telling you now. Theme to Top Gun or your telephone number from when you were 12? Want any useful? No, it's not. No, it's not. Fuck off. Anyway, let's go with I don't fumble shit. So I could pass quite well. Yeah. Hand-eye coordination.
Oh, right. Okay. Fucking
idiot.
Yeah. It was that basic.
It's basically, see that big guy, don't let him kill you and get that ball over to them as quick as you can. But I had when they were in the ruck, when the scrum was going on, fuck knows what's going on in there. Funniest thing I ever did here, though, from a rolling maul, which is where if you kind of get hit but you stay on your feet and then people are allowed to join and pile in and drive you up the field. So it ends up being like they call it a rolling maul, where it's just both sides are basically, it looks like a giant scrum they're both fighting someone to drag the ball carrier down, whereas the other guy's trying to keep him up and keep him moving forward. All we heard as it's rolling up the sidelines was, stop bloody biting me, from one side of the team, to which response was, stop bloody hitting me then. Because one guy's head was under the scrum, so one from the top was just smacking him in the head from the side. So he bit the hand that was coming in and smacking him. It was just so funny that the guy punching him in the head was like, will you stop biting me? He was like, well, stop fucking hitting me. That's rugby as all in one. I just love it.
Yeah.
The fact you heard that out loud. And one of the funniest stories I heard, which I wished I witnessed, was we played with a lad who was in the Welsh International before we got to uni. So he's like the under, I think they call them under 21s, or is it under 18s? Anyway, Welsh International. And someone called like a 99 on the field, which if you don't know rugby, was a famous call. I think it was against the All Blacks. We did it. They were so violent that there was a code put out to say if you call 99, you just punch the nearest guy to you. And so this happened in a rugby game. 99 was called and all hell broke out. This happened in this international game with these Welsh boys. But he said he was at the other end of the field. Now, he was I'd say he was probably about 15 and 16 stone. But you know when they've just got a neck as thick as their own head?
Yeah.
And he was just a lovely Welsh lad as well. It was so funny. So he said, I can't do Welsh accent, so I won't try. And it just ended up being Indian. So he goes, oh, sorry, I was running down the field. And he said, so he didn't hear it. So the fight kicked off at the end of the field. So he had to run to go and get involved with it, which he promptly did. He went charging down the field, but his way of getting involved was, as he got to within about 8 feet of this massive brawl that's going on, he just came running in and shouted, flying headbutt. In a big Welsh voice, launched himself, missed everyone, and just landed on his face in the middle of the field, and everyone just stopped fighting. So he went to join the fight and ended up ending it. But imagine that. Yeah. What a fucking attitude. Oh, there's a massive fight over there. What kind of flying headbutt? Yeah. And shouting it out loud as you're going to do it.
Oh, God. Imagine if it actually landed, though.
Oh, well, that was what his head was, the dream.
Yeah.
Imagine if this lands.
Yeah.
Wow.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, 100%. I love rugby, though, because it was such a tough game on the field. There was no bullshit in the crowds. I went to so many rugby games because they have, in Newcastle, it's the Newcastle Falcons, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. God, I haven't watched rugby in a long time. So we used to go and watch the games because it wasn't expensive to go and watch it, especially if you're a student. There was always a thing in these little codexes that you get to get tickets cheaper for everything.
Right.
And you would just literally sit next to the next fan, and there was a beer tent at the side of the field.
Yeah.
So everyone was drinking beers in the stands, sat next to the opposition's fans, and not once was there ever a fight. Never once. Because the men on the field are tough enough.
Yeah.
But the footballers are all a bunch of pussies. So the men in the crowd have to make up for it.
Yeah.
It's hilarious that the tough men in the crowd that fight at football games are effectively fighting over these prissy, blonde, pampered little men on the field who couldn't be less manly.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Because there's no more Stuart Pearces or Paul Inces in the football. There's no more Vinnie Jones.
Yeah.
When football was proper. I remember watching that as a boy, watching them stud each other and get up bleeding. You'd be like, wow. Yeah. Do you remember Paul Ince when he refused to leave the field in that England game? He got stomped. He got stomped on the thigh, put a hole in his thigh. He went to the side of the pitch, got it strapped up, just came limping back on and got on with it. Refused to go off, would not be substituted. Yeah, I think he had to eventually because he was bleeding everywhere. Yeah, but he wasn't going to go. Whereas now, you get near them and go, and they fucking roll over 8 times on the floor. And someone brings a magic sponge on. We need that magic sponge. Yeah. If war ever breaks out, what we don't need guns. Just loads of people with a bucket of water, a sponge, and some icing spray. Yeah. That you then spray over the socks. Yeah. Because that's how it really helps. Mm-hmm. Fucking football.
Yeah, I can't stand it, to be honest.
I like playing it.
I can't remember last time I fucking watched a football game. It's been years.
I know what put me off football, being a Burnley supporter. They didn't win much. I had season tickets when I was a boy.
Yeah.
A wee boy. Don't know why he's Scottish. Yeah. Yeah, that put you off.
Burnley in Scotland, yeah.
Yeah. Burnley twinned with Scotland. Yeah, that'll put you off football pretty quick. But there was a guy in the crowd who was nicknamed something to do with an Indian, literally because he just used to go, "Ay, ay, ay," really, 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 really loud at every single game. But everyone knew him as, I don't know, Tommy the Indian or whatever the fuck he was called. It was this like 70-year-old bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, oh, it's Tommy.
That's hilarious.
Well, they wouldn't be called Tommy because in Burnley, so it's probably Bazza.
Yeah.
Bazza the Indian or something like that. Yeah. Jesus. I can't watch most sports, though, if I'm honest. There's very few I can watch other than fighting. But I love playing all of them.
Yeah, any of the combat sports I enjoy. Mainly mixed martial arts, so I think that definitely takes the top spot for me. I don't watch boxing that much. I'll occasionally watch some of the bigger fights, but it's not too much. I watch the F1.
Dude, did you watch the F1? Have you seen the F1 Netflix series?
Drive to Survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only just started watching it the other month. Wow. That makes me want to watch the F1 because now I understand it.
That's what got me into it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Drive to Survive is fucking
What a
right.
political nightmare. Mm-hmm. Are they just jumping teams?
Yeah.
Midway through the season?
I know.
So they've got to drive out the rest of their time with this other team that no longer gives a fuck about them, isn't going to work hard for them.
Yeah.
They're just like, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of backstabbing, a lot of politics in it, and you need to, like, when I first started watching F1, I didn't know the people. You have to like know their characters because otherwise they're just a bunch of cars fucking flying around the track stupid fast, which is entertaining. But you can't really attach to that, can you? Because they're just a bunch of cars. It doesn't even look that
quick anymore because you don't have anything to give it perspective.
No.
The best way to give it perspective is watch the safety car go round, track that, and then watch the cars afterwards.
Yeah, you've got like a safety car going around at like 140 mile an hour.
And it looks slow as fuck.
Yeah, and then they're all behind like fucking
just waving. Yeah. That safety car is legit doing around about 80 or 90 around that track at times. Especially when they go to set off, watch it go. That's that safety car foot down.
Yeah.
And it's an AMG Merc most of the time.
Yeah.
And they just dust it. It's scary. But F1.
What season are you on?
3.
Well, you've got through that quick. Have you seen the Grosjean crash?
Is that the one where he's on fire? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. When he describes it, he said, I saw orange and I thought it was the barrier.
Me and Emma,
that's flames.
Me and Emma were watching that live when that crash happened, and we were both like, "Fuck," because we were both just like, "He's dead. There's no way you've survived that."
The car was snapped in half.
Yeah, and the half that he was in went through the barrier.
Yeah, through and under the barrier, and then set on fire.
But yeah, burst, like exploded into flame. Like there was a fireball, like what you see in fucking films.
It was a movie crash.
Yeah. And because that doesn't happen anymore because they've got that many safety procedures in place, and it was like they didn't. I don't remember them actually explaining.
It split in half. That doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
So that was sketchy. The fact it went through the barrier, that doesn't happen anymore. So there was like 3 things.
That should, yeah.
They should all never mind all at once.
Yeah. Yeah, and somehow he survived because as well, like
burnt his hands up, didn't
they played up Grosjean to be worse than he is. They like because they all crash quite frequently, but they
he crashed a lot though. Well, he lose traction a lot.
Netflix obviously like try and make it very story driven and make it funny, and they manipulate some of the sequences to kind of play out like
a bit more dramatic.
Yeah, there's a bit more drama, and they definitely made Grosjean look a bit of a fucking idiot.
It did make him look like he just drove cars into walls.
Yeah, like he did it for the fun of, and you'd be like, oh, why would you've got to bear in mind there's a handful of drivers in F1 in the world.
21 drivers in total, is it?
It'll be
in the Formula 1?
22.
Yeah, it's not much.
So you got 2 drivers per team, whatever it is.
Of course. So 22, yeah. It's got to be an even number.
There's loads of people that want to be F1 drivers, people in Formula 2. So if you're not the best, you're not going to be there. So the fact that they made Grosjean out to look like he can't even fucking drive a car without putting it into a wall, it's not really fair. But then it was just unfortunate that it was Grosjean that had that crash, that had that much publicity.
That was crazy.
It was, yeah. I just remember.
If you haven't seen it, I can honestly recommend that so highly. Yeah. Even if you don't watch Formula 1, no interest in Formula 1, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
just the intensity of that.
I didn't until I watched that
insane.
season. Yeah,
and the pressure they're under. Wow. And micro errors, like breaking into a corner milliseconds too late you're off.
Yep.
Legit, that's not even an exaggeration.
This next season of Drive to Survive is going to be fucking crazy because the last race of the season is so controversial.
Oh, with the point scoring thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad Hamilton didn't win.
It's really, really interesting.
The other guy deserved to win the championship. He'd won more races. Listen, Hamilton it's 50% that car. You put Hamilton in another car, he doesn't win. There's one race.
All of them. If you put Max Verstappen in a different car, he wouldn't have won. It's that.
But
That's
you can
the game.
they put Hamilton's co-driver in his car, not set up for him. So the co-driver got in when Hamilton had COVID.
It was what's his
So
name?
he had to get in that without shoes on to fit. It's molded to Hamilton. So you got to remember these cars are molded to the driver. So he's in a car not molded to him that he's too tall for, and he was dusting everybody. And he's a low
So
10
he George Russell, who races for Williams, but that's also underselling George Russell because everyone knows that George Russell's fucking amazing.
That's what I mean, though. But you put him in that right car, and boom, that all his abilities are suddenly able to do what they're supposed to do.
Hamilton still smashes everybody.
But do you not think it was weird that they accidentally put the wrong tyres on his car when he came into the pits? Because they couldn't have him jumping into Hamilton's car, looking fucking and beat everyone, and then he couldn't have it. Hamilton's a brand.
I don't think so. From what I've seen, I don't think so. I'm like, no.
Well, you got to look at it this way: how much money does Hamilton draw to their company?
Yeah, but also
Hundreds of millions.
Hamilton's he's his own thing.
Exactly. So they won't want to risk him either. I'm telling you now.
We'll see. Hamilton.
That was a conspiracy.
I don't know.
They don't put the wrong tyres on a car. Sorry, we've put Dave's tyres on your car. They were supposed to go on a Renault Clio.
Though. That's
and we've accidentally sent you out on the Renault Clio tyres.
They make little fuck
Clio out here in the car park doing donuts like crazy and chewing all our tyres up, mate. You're going to have to get back in. We need to swap them over.
They fuck up all the time, though. Not just Mercedes. All of them fuck up. And it's just high pressure, poor communication sometimes. Because it's just things can change in a second. And you're like...
Conspiracy.
There's a lot of shit that happens. You're like, oh, that's a little bit weird, but it's very interesting. You should anyone. I don't care.
Highly recommend it. Yeah, I honestly, I went to watch.
I'm sure I told you. I went to ages ago.
Yeah, you did. I went to watch the F1 in Barcelona live. Couldn't have been more bored. Parade. It was just a parade.
I suppose as well though, when you're just stuck in one spot.
I walked around.
All right.
Boring. It's just boring because the way the cars are at the moment, they're starting to get a bit better. They've got all too even. Nobody can really do anything. There's no real battling once they're going. Once they're going. It's just a parade. It's only that first lap, that first few corners.
It depends on the track. The track makes a massive difference and in terms of how many opportunities there are to overtake. Because some tracks there's just not that many opportunities to overtake. So you might have a couple per lap. And then, once I start breaking away, the first couple of laps are going to be very entertaining. And then
that was great.
Happens,
the noise and watching them fucking go. And it was great. But then once they were going, nothing happened. It was just, you're like, okay, I'm going to go get a burger.
Yeah, I tend to have that when I'm watching it, though. So, I'll be watching a race, and then the first few laps, your adrenaline's pumping. Because, again, the likelihood of a crash, especially at the start, because they're so packed together, is very high. So, my adrenaline's pumping.
And just the fact they're so close and battling.
And then it kind of tapers off after about, lap, I don't know, 8, I suppose. And then I almost have a little bit of a crash, and I'm like, oh, I get a bit tired. And then...
I need ice cream.
Yeah, just need a little bit of a nap, a little bit of adrenaline rush, and then towards the end of pickup. But fuck, imagine those drivers have to be wired that entire time.
Oh god, it's so hard. But that's what I mean when you see it as well, because when you're live again, until the safety car comes out, you lose all context of speed because they're all doing the same. Yeah. So it ends up not looking as impressive as you would imagine.
In the last race, they had it was not just a head camera; it was actually inside the helmet of cool. one of the drivers, so you could see their view. So you've got the visor with glare and splatter and bits of fucking tar getting flicked onto the screen, onto the visor. Then they've got the halo that's around them, and then they're driving at 200 miles an hour. And you're watching it, you're like, I don't know how the fuck they're doing
you
this.
see,
Like,
now
I can't
after
even comprehend how
After
they're
watching that series, I think I would watch it through different eyes.
Yeah, you will, 100%.
So I'm going to try and start watching it again and get into it, so I can know, like the names, the way they drive, and all that stuff.
Again, the
And then
drivers
come on here
change.
and no matter what I see, just say that Hamilton's a conspiracy.
Do you like Daniel Ricciardo? The Aussie?
Was he the guy that jumped from Renault?
Yeah.
After joining for like less than a year.
Yeah.
I love him, but I love the fact he got paid 23 million to do shit.
Yeah.
How the fuck? 23 million, and he wasn't even hitting top 5 spots.
Yeah. A lot of money. Well, apparently
I would do one season.
You can go on Google and have a look, and the disparity in pay is huge. Like bear in mind that there's not that many drivers, but from the top paid to the bottom paid, because I'm sure Hamilton was aiming
That's
for
what I mean.
50
I don't know
million.
how he warranted 23 million. Even before he moved, he wasn't doing that well.
No,
He had a few great races,
I think the thing is though, like,
but the Red Bull car kept breaking down, didn't it?
yeah, a lot of most of the teams know they're not going to win. They're not expecting to win. They want to be,
Yeah, they're not aiming
best
for
of the rest.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. They're not aiming for number 1 spot. They're aiming just to get in the top 10.
Yeah.
That's a win for them. Yeah. But I can't work out how they make the money that way. They it's crazy money. Every race, and imagine this isn't the case anymore. They used to use a fresh engine every race at one point in Formula 1.
Yeah.
And each engine was worth, what, 2-3 million?
Fuck knows. And again, I think that does vary depending on
Yeah, so you've got the Mercedes ones 2-3 million, and then you've got the ones
constructor.
down like the bottom ends like that India something or other, and theirs is like 25 quid from Kinder Egg.
Force India. Yeah.
It's
They did
Force
really well.
India. They're doing all right. Well, it's Aston Martin now, isn't it?
No, they're not Force India anymore.
Yeah, that was another scandal. That dude got done for tax evasion. The owner of that. That's how you keep.
I'm trying to remember because it's been a while since I've watched those
He was a
seasons.
funky looking dude. He was a little bit like a Dr. Imran Khan mentality to it. He was a proper laddo, wasn't he? But then he wasn't a laddo with a smart accountant.
No.
But I liked him because he was a bit like, "Wait, fucking
Yeah.
have a party. Let's go do this."
Yeah,
race."
and he seemed to like support the drivers really well.
But that's what I mean. He was just a human. Like, he wasn't there trying to be, I don't know, anything more than enjoying fucking being there.
I fucking hate Christian Horner though.
Which one's that guy?
Red Bull, the guy.
The main guy?
Yeah.
He's slimy, isn't he?
Yeah, I would fucking hit him. I would.
Yeah,
I'd love to hit Christian Horner right in the face.
Who's the guy from Renault that's really abrupt and good? That he's got he's really hairy. That's all I remember.
Shit, what's his name now?
The way he just trumps on the Red Bull dude when he steals the driver, and then because the Red Bull lost Ricciardo to him, and then lost their engine because they didn't want, because Renault was selling them their engines.
Yes.
So he goes, so now you got to find another driver and an engine, just shut him the fuck down.
Yeah. Can you remember? I think on one of those episodes, he had a bet with Daniel Ricciardo that he'd get a tattoo if he did something. And then he's actually got that Daniel Ricciardo tattoo.
Yeah. He said he's going to get it on his ankles. Yeah. And he said, well, why would I not go through with it? I'm going to show these boys, well, we promise what we do. I was like, fair play.
Yeah.
Even though he's left the team. Fair enough. Did you watch the Ngannou fight?
Yeah.
Shit, wasn't it?
Yeah. Wasn't what I was... Like...
It's stalemate.
Yeah. Because the first thing I saw when I went onto YouTube, it was titled, like, Ngannou's dominant win.
What? Well, okay. Listen, if you haven't seen the fight, spoiler incoming, and also why haven't you watched it? It's been like a week.
It wasn't dominant.
Ngannou.
It was.
Well, he took. Is it Cedric? What's his name? It's a weird name. It's not Cedric, is it? Sir something. Fuck.
Cyril Gone. Yeah.
Cyril Gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Ngan. Cyril Ngan.
Cyril Gone.
Cyril Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. We'll call him CJ.
What's that?
No, because then you'll get confused.
What's that?
Cyril. We call him
Can
Cyril.
you hear that high pitched noise?
Probably the lights. Brain cancer. I can't.
We
hear
don't
that.
normally have that.
No, I can't hear it.
You can't hear that really high pitched noise.
No, you've got brain cancer.
It's loud. It's fairly
I
loud.
can hear it, yeah.
I was just like, it's just my hearing's better than Lexi's.
No, it will be something electrical, isn't it? That is high pitched.
I reckon it's that splitter plug.
The one that's got 8 plugs in it.
Yeah,
It looks like it's about to
to
cry.
burst into flames any moment. See the smoke in the room? That's not from the fag.
Cigarellos.
Oh, sorry, man.
Very dare you. Yeah, here's the impressive thing. Ngannou has a ground game.
Yeah.
He has learned. He has progressed.
Yeah.
He is evolving. And with somebody who can hit that hard and now take you down, There were judo throws, there were sweeps, there was reverses. His maneuverability,
his ground game was decent.
he got out of that whizzer real nice.
Yeah.
He did everything perfectly. And, it was not like he was even bragging that he's got a good ground game. He's just gone and fucking learnt it.
I think as well he's brutally strong. So now he's got semi-good ground game. He's just
huge.
Yeah, because he
He's like 270.
Yeah, he made Cyril Gane look small.
Yeah, and he's not.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And Cyril Gane, is that it? Cyril Gane? He ran away most of the fight. He wasn't going to engage. He didn't risk it, did he?
Well, that's normally how he would kind of... He's much more tactical.
But he's exciting normally. He uses angles. He comes in and he attacks. This one was like, especially at the beginning.
Smart.
You see how he just like cowered away though at the beginning? Yeah. He literally cowered away.
I don't know why.
Tuck and dive.
I have no idea why Cyril Gane wasn't just from the start, just leg kicks. Legs. Yeah. Just
I don't know either.
Just neutralise.
He threw like 2 body shots, didn't he?
Yeah, neutralising Ganu's... Well... kind of neutralising Ganu's power, because if his legs are fucked, he's not going to be able to rotate and get as much power. He'll still knock you out from a weird angle because he's done that in the past.
5-rounder as well, went all the distance.
Mm-hmm. And
Ngannou didn't really taper off too much.
Not at all.
Especially after all the grappling, you expect him to gas.
No. Yeah, exactly. Cyril seemed to fare worse from the grappling.
He was running backwards the whole fight, though. That's more tiring.
Yeah. So it was not that entertaining, which was a shame. Yeah. And I don't know what's going on with Ngannou, because I saw something about.
So what happens is
Dana was like saying
he wants X amount of money. Here's the thing, right? Ngannou wants X amount of money to stay with UFC because he's the heavyweight champion. Mm-hmm. Now that UFC has not agreed to whatever terms he wants. He probably wants fuck you money. They're never going to pay him fuck you money. That's some other gimmick that's going to have to do that, like boxing or something, one-offs, big things, big paydays. UFC's the way it makes its money now isn't how it used to. So UFC used to need fighters to bring people to watch. Not the case anymore. ESPN are going to put on their fight shows, whatever. They just have to produce the shows.
Yeah.
So they're getting paid whatever happens, whether you're in the UFC or not. They're getting paid to put the show on.
Yeah.
ESPN aren't giving them less money because they've got a different fighter on the main card. So that game's gone from the fighter side. They don't kind of have that angle because UFC's doesn't require that draw anymore. Yeah. And titles aren't a draw either. If UFC's got enough fighters that don't have titles that people are willing to watch that have a bigger draw than title holders.
Yeah, that's it. It's how much shit you can talk.
It's a double whammy on the fact of UFC are like, well, fuck you and fuck you. So if Ngannou wants to walk, UFC have it in a contract. If you're a champion and your contract's coming to an end, regardless if it's ended, if you're still champion, you have to fight another fight. That's in their contract. So they would be breaking the contract if they didn't have that extra fight. Yeah. So he could win that extra fight, then retire the belt, but he has to have one more fight after his last one if he's still champion. Yeah. So we will see him at least once more.
Right. Yeah, because Ngannou just seems like a nice guy. He doesn't really talk shit about people too much. Oh, really?
Apparently behind the scenes is a bit of a dick.
Oh, really?
But I don't know if that's just him, the translation thing. He's French, so his second language is English.
Yeah.
And, he's from literally the streets.
Yeah.
He's probably got a bit of a, standoffish attitude.
Maybe. I don't know.
He always seems really well put together when he's talking.
Yeah, I always think he seems quite polite.
He's never seemed it, but just some of the stories, some of those guys don't like him.
Oh, right. I suppose well, just fucking scary dude.
But then you've got other dudes who train with him who love him. So it's just one of those.
I think that's it. Though you're not going to please everyone.
I think overall,
I think one of the things that made me like him is just seeing that he'd gone to do work in his village that he grew up in, and kind of
he'd give back.
He donates lots of his money back to it, and I don't know. I think that's always a good sign that someone's remembering where they came from and trying to actually do some good with the kind of the money that he does it. Because although yes, you're saying he's probably asking for some crazy amount, it's probably not all going to be for him. He wants to probably do something good with that.
Well, I think he's got every valid reason. Listen, we're literally putting their lives on the line.
Yeah.
By getting punched and kicked in the head for a living. So they should, and the UFC does not pay what they should pay. Yeah. Because the UFC does not do a 50-50 split by any means on their revenue that they earn. Yeah. It's something ridiculous, like 13% or something shit.
But then that's probably why they've grown so quickly, because they have so much capital to then reinvest into advertising and marketing, and because their growth over the last few years is unlike any other sport.
I think the problem is Dana's a very clever businessman, but he's never been a fighter, so he doesn't appreciate what they're actually putting themselves through.
Yeah.
Whereas you've got other federations that have fighters on their boards, and they pay way, way better.
I think the thing is as well, everyone grows up who's getting into MMA and they want to make it to the UFC. They hear about all this fighter disputes on pay and all this bollocks, but they still want to get there. And it's only when they get there,
It's still
then they get pissed off.
What is it? I'm going to call it Premier League. It's the upper echelon of the fight game.
But it's like,
it's when you get seen. Well, here's the thing. It's a launch pad for you to do other stuff. You look at people like... why is my brain shit today with names? Sugar, Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
He is incredible to watch. Everyone's always going on. He's never fought anyone proper, they keep saying. He's had some tough fights, though. So he's had legitimate people he's fought against that were not worth him risking his record against because they were problematic and weren't even top 10 fighters. Yeah. So to take that fight actually doesn't make sense to him.
Yeah.
But because it could, because you get beat by somebody who's under you.
Yeah,
that's not good news. Yeah. So, but he still took those fights. But he's on Twitch, on social media. His social game is killing it, and he's making he's going to be able to make his fuck you money off of that because he's seen in the UFC. Mm-hmm. So it's also like, are enough fighters doing enough to push themselves to make something of themselves outside of
like
just
Chad
being
Mendes'
in that fucking
thing? Like they need to do more than just have one revenue stream. But it's also like, if you went to college to be a plumber. And then when you get fully qualified and you're working on your own as a plumber and you're like, oh, this money's not fucking good enough. I was like, well, you knew that. You got into that. Like, if you're going after this for the money, don't be a UFC fighter. Don't be like a mixed martial art. Go and do boxing. Yeah. If you want to do a combat sport to make money, go and do boxing. Because you've got far better chance of making crazy money. Well, not maybe a far better chance, but you've got...
I wonder, though. Because I wonder if boxing is like you said, even worse than Formula One. Boxing is like upper guys are hundreds of millions, lower guys are getting paid like 10 grand.
Yeah.
I wonder if in the UFC it evens out from one end of the scale to
the other. Like the lower end is high. I don't know though. I know, some MMA fighters and it's 50 quid or something.
The small shows, a couple $100.
That's where people are starting off, literally.
Yeah. That's what I always get paid, about 400 or 500 quid for a fight. You spent more than that in your training.
Yeah. You're not.
You weren't doing it. You weren't doing it for money. You were doing it for competition.
Yeah. And obviously with the prospect of potentially making more money in the long run.
Yeah, in theory, I guess. I never really thought I was ever going to be a full-time fighter.
Yeah.
I just was really obsessed with the competition. And then, obviously, the moment something went awry with that and I was presented with another opportunity, I took that more sensible opportunity. Mm-hmm. So, that would have come around whether I'd done, well, maybe it wouldn't, because I wouldn't have taken that path. Who knows?
Yeah. I think maybe fighters, there needs to be like some agencies that can help fighters out with stuff like this, on a more consistent basis. They shouldn't.
There needs to be a regulating committee of some kind for the financial side.
What's his name? Who squashed his nose? We were talking about him the other day.
Oh, Mike Perry.
Yeah, because he was broke as fuck, and he
But he's a dozy
owed shitload of money to the. Is it IRS? The tax?
Well, he earned it. He'd go and spend it like 20 grand on a watch when he just had one payday because he got like a knockout bonus.
Yeah,
he'd go and spend that fucking bonus.
That's what I mean. Like,
just dozy.
I think that it should be in the contract that they've got someone they need to have like a financial advisor or something,
or the option to have one.
Yes, they should. Yeah, they should be given the option because and it's third party. It's nothing to do with the UFC, so they're not going to be like, "Oh, you want to buy stocks and shares in the UFC or
my mate Dive's pie shop."
Yeah. So it's independent financial advisors for them to actually help them set up other revenue streams and invest their money in something intelligent. Like some of them go and buy properties and stuff like that.
I know there was this thing. Sorry to cut you off. Football, crazy money. There's a huge percentage of those guys that end up broke.
Oh yeah.
Literally broke with no home. Yeah. Because they're renting £100 million houses or whatever. That's stupid. It's not that much. They're renting a £10 million house. Yeah. They're paying something like 10 grand a month to live there. So they never actually own any properties. So their spending is super high. Yeah. And then all of a sudden their wages cut and they still have all these expenses and outgoings with no actual material possession that's of worth. Yeah. And so all of a sudden everything that they've bought is worth fuck all, and they own nothing, and they literally end up broke within. I think there was something within 3 to 5 years of retiring, they literally broke, like they've never earned the money. Yeah, and so there was a friend of mine who was involved in that realm of people. Yeah, that sector. there was a company specifically set up to help them with their finances whilst they were in football or outside of football.
Yeah, well,
That's how demanding it was.
All people just want to buy liabilities. That's what people do. That for whatever reason, and they don't spend enough time looking at assets. And that's like a prime example of it. They're going to go and get themselves some stupid expensive car that their insurance is astronomical. They literally probably wouldn't even be able to afford to run. Yeah, and they've got multiple of them. And then then they'll just sit in the garage because they can't afford to run them.
You don't know this. Most of them, this is how footballers actually have all their cars, because I know a guy that does this. There are people that are, their job is to find supercars in mass for like stars, football players, movie people, that kind of stuff. And what they do is, the reason you see them in new cars all the time, they will, because the company buys in so many of the supercars at once, they get them at a lower rate. So they then lease them out to the star or the athlete at a rate which is way better than it should be, because they're getting them for 20 grand. Say the car's worth 150, they're buying them for 120, 125. So the idea is they buy them on like a PPI, like a finance. But they only drive them for 9 months, put fuck all miles on them. And in theory, because they bought them at a cheaper rate, they should be able to sell them back to the same guy who he will then sell it on, because it hasn't devalued as much as it should have, because he bought it cheaper in the first place. So he's able to sell it on. And then the money they've paid him for the 9 months of driving it covers any depreciation, plus he still makes a profit. And that's how it works. So they then don't lose any money, but they also don't ever own a fucking car. They're just spending the money on running it for 9 months. But then they flip that finance then onto the next one. So the guy giving him the cars is constantly making a bump every 9 months with this same person. And the person's seemingly getting a great deal on a car, but at the end of it all, they've spent, we're not talking small amounts of money, they're still spending £10,000 up front with then £400 or £500 a month on top for the time. And then they flip it, and then they flip it, and they flip it.
I'd imagine it's probably more than that as well.
No, well, it can be, obviously, if they get some crazy stuff, but I know that's actual rates. As if you wanted like a brand new spec'd out, I think it was a Range Rover or something like that, it was like 10 grand up front and then somewhere between £500 and £800 a month on top for the 9 months or whatever. You know, it's just, and that's how they end up with nothing. But
yeah, it's scary. Like, I suppose though that they when that money hits, it's that like out of their realms of like going from probably having a relatively normal paying job to then £1 million a week or whatever these fucking footballers get paid. Sometimes it's just insane.
I know,
it's probably beyond their imagining
thousands a week,
that they would be able to end up with no money. So then they're just like, oh, I'll just do whatever I want to do, and then all of a sudden, and at some point it will dry up. That's going to happen for everyone who's in that kind of situation, or 95% of people. You've got the other people, the people that get smart and kind of diversify a little bit, buy some assets instead of buying some a bunch of liabilities. But yeah, and then expand their skills so they can actually do something else after. Like, so you see a lot of the kind
you don't fucking have to. If you're earning 300 grand a week.
Oh yeah, you could probably just put money in the bank, live a brilliant life anyway.
But this is the thing: is if you're around other people earning 300 grand a week, you lose perspective. Because he's just gone and bought £1 million watch. Like Dan Bilzerian got robbed. You see this? He had £1 million, something like it's £500,000 £1 million watch on his wrist, like a tit. And you know he's obviously getting mobbed wherever he goes for pictures and everything.
Oh yes,
someone nicked it.
Yeah,
it's a professional pickpockety person, I'm assuming, spied the watch, went over, big group thing going on, slipped it off his wrist. See you later, bye bye.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I mean, I'm guessing you have insurance, but I don't know if it cover it up to the value of the fuck knows what the hell that is.
Jesus.
Dummies.
If you're Dan Bilzerian, you probably don't give a fuck that much.
Wow, we started off with ball cream and ended up on finances. That's it.
Ball cream and finances. That's the name of this podcast.
That's all basically what we need to do is invest in ball cream.
Yeah. Sponsored by Dr. Balls.
So we get into questions. We're back on question time because it is just us two this week and we have time to do it. So let's crack on. Oh, I can see faces I recognise on here already. So let's see what they say. There's a lot of, I can see ifs. Yeah. First one. Love the content. Keep it up. It's helping a lot. Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Cheers, man. What's your favourite mythology?
I suppose it's just the Hercules tale in general. Like, I fucking
Hercules is one.
Yeah, I fucking love that.
Hercules.
Yeah, because of the Disney Hercules, loved that as a kid. The Hercules TV series, loved that as a kid.
Yeah.
But then actually just because that was my first introduction as a young kid, and then when we went through it at school, I actually found it much more interesting because I had a bit of context to it. So yeah.
Yeah, I love all Greek mythology.
Yeah.
One that stands straight out is the Minotaur or Medusa.
Because I suppose we're going straight to like that kind of Greek mythology, but there's mythology of like across the world. But
Well, yeah.
I wonder why Greek mythology seems to be like in the
Because
limelight
there's so
far
many
more.
remaining ruins and things that
Yeah.
we've found of it that we can actually go and see and look at and poke,
Yeah.
I would assume. That and it was the coolest. Yeah. They all wore cool
They were very
stuff.
imaginative, weren't
Yeah, yeah. They would have needed some ball cream back then
they? Yeah,
if there were statues or anything to go about.
I know.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Nah.
Nah. I believe that there are different planes around us and energies.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's a
Yeah.
ghost there. I don't think so. I think people do leave energy imprints on places, and you can sometimes see or feel those like they're almost moments captured that kind of replay themselves.
Yeah, I kind of I don't know how what you would call it, but yeah, I believe that there's more that we can't see. But in terms of ghosts, I don't think so.
Definitely. If you think this is all there is, well, I feel sad for you because come on,
Yeah, there's got to be more.
come on. Do you guys believe in magic? I don't know if you can believe in magic because magic is inherently something that is trickery. In which case, then yes, because you see it happen.
Yeah, like magic in
don't
terms
believe
of
in,
like
like,
witchcraft
Little
and wizardry.
Harry Potter.
No, I don't believe in
No.
that kind of magic. I believe in magic as in card tricks. And I had a friend who was in the magic circle when I was at. He was the youngest person. I don't know if it was the youngest person ever or the youngest
That
person
isn't
in the
just
UK
a weird sex game.
to
That is an actual thing.
be inducted into the magic circle.
Was to be inducted in. Did anything involve him standing in the middle with a row of old men around him?
I have no idea. But I know his dad was a very good magician, and I knew him at primary school, and he was very good at magic in primary school.
So he was in a real magic circle.
Yeah, and you have to be able. There's like there's lots of criteria of things that you need to be able to
You
perform.
can be kicked out of it as well.
Yeah, you can, can't you? Yeah.
Shunned.
But yeah, he was. I think he's a mechanic now, though. So obviously,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it makes people's money disappear.
True.
Yeah, I don't believe in like hokey. If there was real legitimate wizardry or witchery going on, somebody would have just gone balls with it and taken over. Like, just gone eight. Yeah, we would have seen it by now.
Yeah.
You know, it was just there's no way you're keeping that under wraps. No. There's no way. Would you rather? Oh Christ, here we go. Would you rather shit rugby balls or piss Tabasco sauce? I'm gonna piss Tabasco
Yeah,
sauce.
pissing Tabasco. Shitting rugby
Just
balls
grit
is
your
going
teeth
to
and
leave you
fucking
permanently damaged, whereas I think.
I think you would get used to pissing the Tabasco after a while.
Yeah.
You would never get used to shitting a rugby ball. Or if you did, you wouldn't be doing it by choice. You just
Imagine what
your
your farts would sound like.
this. That'd be it. Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, that's a bad one. Would you rather speak in rhyme or riddles forever? Rhyme, because riddles no one understand what the fuck you wanted.
Yeah, rhyme and it'd be way better. And that could actually be kind of a nice novelty. Whereas riddles, you'd be frustrated for the rest of your life because you would never get anything.
Be bad if you're a doctor, though.
They basically do speak in
I would
riddles.
like to tell you that you're a chancer, but I'm sorry to tell you you've got ball cancer. Yeah. Well, you'd probably go, what? Damn it.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't get qualified as a doctor. Just
No.
your bedside manner would not be up there.
Yeah, because if you spoke in riddles, you develop a stutter. Because how the fuck would you come up with a riddle so fast? Like,
Maybe that's it though. Your brain just
does it.
operates
and even
in
you'd
riddles.
be like, what the fuck? I just
Yeah.
want a sandwich.
Yeah. You're trying to think of a riddle for a sandwich.
See,
now,
look, my
just-
brain can't do it. Well, it starts with, dust hath two sides, and yes, a middle, but none the same, except this riddle.
I don't know.
I just want a sandwich. In your head, you'd be screaming.
Yeah.
If you could give your parents one thing, what would it be?
I don't see either of my parents. So
you could give your parents one thing. Well, you could. It doesn't have to be something material, does it?
Yeah. I'm going to just put that onto my grandparents instead, because
Yeah,
I
go
suppose
on.
that would be like...
Yeah.
I suppose my nan, I would give her confidence, because since all the COVID stuff, she's really lost her confidence.
She was with you with that.
So that would be one thing. If it was like, it doesn't have to be a physical thing, give her a confidence, or give it her back, because she used to be very confident. And my granddad, I'd say to give him just his general health back as well, because he's had quite a few issues over the last couple of years. But he finds it very frustrating, because he's gone from being active every single day to then not being able to do as much, and he's pissed him off a lot, because he's frustrated with his body.
Giving them their youth back.
Yeah, I suppose that would probably solve both of the problems.
There you go.
Yeah,
Problem solved. I've solved everyone's problems.
It's a bit weird having... So they're going to literally just be young.
Well, you just bring them back to like their 40s or something.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, give my grandparents their youth back. I'll put them at 35, so a bit older than me.
Good spot.
Yeah.
Good middle spot. Yeah, well, I can't beat what you said. But if it was going to be something physical, I'd say a home in the Cotswolds. Yeah. Somewhere nice like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe somewhere in the south of France, like a nice holiday home. Somewhere they could go and chill and retire.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Do you have... Where are we? If you could trade places with someone for a day, who would it be? I think they have to be alive.
Just dead in a coffin for a day.
Yeah. I chose Hitler. Oh, shit.
Elvis,
that would be a hell of a time. In his prime. Wow, imagine. God, you'd just be like dodging boobs and pussy. No. Whoa.
Yeah.
Swimming. Jesus. Just want a sandwich.
Yeah. Just want a burger to eat on the toilet.
Just want a sandwich and to fry it. Go to the toilet.
Yeah. I would. That's like, okay, if they've got to be alive.
Yeah.
And it probably wouldn't be particularly... Oh, I don't know, actually. I was going to say Elon Musk, not because it's going to be pleasurable, but it's just because it's going to be insane to know what is going on in his head.
I was going to say the same thing, so I was going to go with Eckhart Tolle.
Oh, right. Yeah. So it's not necessarily like a hedonistic thing that we're just like having a great time. No. Just to know what that feels like.
Just to see how their brains work and how they see everything.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Elon Musk could be a real cool one.
I think I'd come back anxious. When I got back into my body, I'd be like, oh.
You'd appreciate the silence.
Yeah.
Inside your own head. But then also you'd know how to build tunnels.
Yes.
And electric stuff.
Yeah. I'd also bank transfer me a shitload of money.
Just from somebody who doesn't notice. Just crypto. Whack a load over. Yeah. If you had to change your name, what would you change it to? Now we all think of this as kids, don't we? That you want to be called something different than what you are.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you wanted to change your name to? Lance! Could you imagine? Lance!
I remember from school.
Oh, fuck.
It was because of Lance from Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Is it Lance?
Oh,
Vance
wow, you went gamer.
Yeah.
I literally made my mum call me.
Lance was really cool.
I literally made my mum call me something different for like a few days until she refused to do it anymore.
Call me Lance.
Call me Lance. It wasn't as good as Lance. It was something really dull, I'm pretty sure. Oh, come on, brain. Think what it was.
Joaquin.
Jemima. Ah, fuck.
Stone Cold.
Yeah, Austin. What was it? My brain's screaming something like it was really boring, like John. Because my name was Alexi.
Yeah.
So most people probably won't know. Yeah. Lex, obviously, is derived from that. So I think my brain just went, that's too flamboyant.
Daniel.
Call
me Daniel.
Yeah, it was something really boring like that, and I'm so happy. She was just like, shut up, you silly idiot. Go and run. Go ride your bike. Silly sod. If you shut up, I'll make you sausage and mash. Deal, mum. There we go. How do you guys get those luscious locks?
Don't get a haircut.
Well, you were literally questioning last week when we had Danny on how you had going to have your hair layered and cut to sort it all out.
Yeah. I'm planning on getting my first cut at some point soon.
You pretty much have to, You don't cut it as such, but you do trim the ends as it's growing, so that it looks healthier as it grows and doesn't get all wiry and shit.
I think it does depend on how well you look after it and what your hair genetics are like as well.
That's true, yeah. If you've got oily hair, non-oily hair. But basically, buy a really good fucking conditioner and buy a really good fucking shampoo. Don't buy the 2-in-1s. Don't buy the stuff that costs £1.50 and comes in the size of a bucket like Lou bought and gave himself head spots.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it on the podcast, did we?
Yeah.
I think we spoke to I spoke to Danny about it afterwards, didn't I?
Oh, go on, tell the horrible story.
Yeah, so I bought some because I was using some of Emma's shampoo because mine had run out, and then I realised how expensive hers was, and I was like, "Fuck that!"
That's how most men wash their hair. It's really good until the women find out they're using their shit.
Oh no, it was me. She was like, "Oh no, you can carry on using it." I was like, "No, fuck that! Don't waste your expensive shit on my hair." And then I was in town, and
you were using Olaplex though.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to use that all the time.
I wasn't using it all the time.
That's literally like twice a month.
And anyway, so I just picked up some shit from Home Bargains. So just in case, don't go to Home Bargains. So I use this.
The word bargain in the title is.
I just was like, it's fucking shampoo, isn't it? And I think it was the conditioner actually that caused the problem. But anyway, because I leave the conditioner on for a little bit.
Yeah, which you can. It was a good one.
Could do. And after about a week, my scalp started to get itchy, but like, with like, I didn't really notice it. It just felt a bit itchy. I was like messing around with it a bit. And then after about another week, Emma was like, what the fuck's the matter with you? You got fucking nits or something? And I was like, you know what? Now my head is quite itchy, and I think it's itchy more often than not. And then I was like, just have a look. Is like something wrong? And then she had a look, and there was literal spots, like whitehead spots. Not loads, and there was just like a load of little red ones and a couple of almost whiteheads on my scalp. And so immediately stopped using that shampoo. Bearing in mind, I've never had a problem with my scalp in my entire life.
Yeah.
Never had dandruff, nothing. And then Emma got me some like tea tree stuff from Body Shop, like a shampoo and conditioner, because that's like anti-fungal or anti-something.
It's loads. Tea tree is kind of like anti-inflammatory, isn't it?
It's got loads of things.
Antibacterial.
And I've been using that since, and it is really good. It's quite drying for my hair, but I've been using that, and it's basically my scalp is good now, but I'm still getting a little bit of dandruff. It's like whatever I was using is probably like
just use Head and Shoulders for a bit.
It's just burnt my scalp.
Or get oil and massage it into your scalp on a night, and then wash it out in the morning.
But I think it has literally like just burnt my skin almost, so
messed up with the balance of your skin.
Don't buy cheap shit.
Don't fucking do it.
I've ordered some of that hair oil actually. The Blue Mon stuff that you've got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've ordered some of that because I saw because my hair's quite coarse, so it can get a little bit like.
Here's a tip then: you only put oil on the ends of your hair.
Yes.
Never put it near the roots. You get greasy head. It's still good for your hair, but you won't look good. Any chance of a special appearance from Matt Does Fitness? Oh, I haven't asked people like that yet.
Yeah.
We see he lives a long way away though.
Yeah,
he's in somewhere like Brighton.
If he's up here with Gymshark though,
yeah, we can see.
I like Matt.
Once things start moving again, a bit more normally.
Did I tell you about how I first met Matt?
No. Was it Grindr?
No. So I used to follow Matt. Well, I still follow his channel, I think, but I don't see his videos pop up anymore. Back when he was with Machine Fitness. Can you remember that?
Christ.
Yeah. And I think he had jumped to Gymshark at this point when I actually did meet him. But because he was into powerlifting, and when he kind of moved away from it, I kind of stopped watching as much.
Yeah.
Although he's a bit more back into it now. He had a long kind of gap.
Hiatus.
But anyway, it was at a Body Power Expo, and we were walking into Body Power. This was a good few years back. And then I was like, I swear, that's fucking Matt Does Fitness. Didn't know what his actual name was. It was just called him Matt Does Fitness. And then I started walking a little bit faster. And he was just walking in with everybody else. And I don't think his channel was huge. It was decent, though, but it's blown up massively now. And I was like, all right, Matt. Literally just started like walking in and got level with him. And he was like, all right, Matt, I've been subscribed for a few years. And stopped and had a chat. And we were walking in together. And then we got bag searched. Or one of the security pulled us over. And bag search, so we both went over there. And then they had mine. And then the security guard was like, oh, no, not you, to Matt. And then Matt literally just left me mid-conversation and walked off. Yeah. And I was like, oh, cheers.
Yeah.
But no, it was quite funny.
He's quite like that. His brain just goes, all right, see you later.
But then when he did his video about the Body Power Expo, I commented saying what had happened, and then he replied laughing, saying, yeah, sorry, I just left you in the dust.
Yeah, he's like that. He's funny. So yeah, we'll do our best. Once things start moving again and people are jostling around the country, we'll do our best to endeavour to grab a few people in. Khabib or GSP? Well, for me, I loved watching GSP way more than Khabib. Khabib's super impressive. Obviously, his record's better technically than GSP's because he never lost, barely a round.
Yeah.
But fuck me, GSP had some amazing historic fights. Now, really, when you look back at Khabib's fights, any of them historic, other than the sheer numbers he's hitting?
Yeah.
Not really, are they?
No, I think GSP is a more entertaining fighter to watch.
Jumped weight classes as well.
Yes, but I think Khabib was a better fighter. That's probably going to be
Ooh, I don't
controversial.
know. In heyday, GSP versus Khabib. I don't know.
I would lean towards Khabib. If we had both prime body weight, aside, I would lean to Khabib. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight either way around, but that's probably how I would put it.
Heart goes GSP all the way.
Yeah,
I love Khabib. I love them both as humans, though. They're just
I think
they
they've
seem
both
great
been nice.
people.
I know what you're saying though. I think my heart wants to say GSP, but my head's saying
You really don't
Khabib.
think? I think he would be a real challenge
I do as well
because GSP was clinically. What would be the word? Obsessive.
Yeah.
Clinically obsessive to the point he had to retire because he couldn't stop trying to be better at fighting.
Yeah.
It was destroying his life.
I just can't. I think it's just because Khabib's been so dominant. I really struggle to envision a loss.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. If he gets him down and does it repetitively, it's game over. If he does that with anybody, game over. Have you seen the Form Police on Instagram? Is that an actual thing? As in like a page? The Form Police?
No, I'm assuming that's going to be just like...
What number's that at on there? Whilst I have a look at this, I'll look up the Form Police.
There is no number on screen.
There's no timer on the screen.
No.
You can't see no timer.
There's wreck in the
You
corner.
still hearing a high-pitched whine there? Oh, you're going a bit bug-eyed there, sunshine. Your brain's going to fall out your arse.
Fuck on here, mate. We got wreck in the corner, and that be it.
And that be it.
Bloody
hell. Right, well, stop it and restart it so then we know where we're at. Bink Bink, we'll be back in a tick. Back one.
That one.
Plug the back hole up. Put your finger in the back one. Yeah, press it deep. Yeah. So the Form Police is an Instagram page where it's just ridiculously horrible form of stuff.
Oh, nice.
If you want to just wince horribly whilst watching people do things, the Form Police on Instagram, have a look. They've only got 20,000 followers, but look. There's a guy, he's in a lunge position. He's got his back leg on a small inflatable ball. He's got a club that seems to be sand filled between his legs and he's shaking it back and forth, looking like he's having a wank. And thinks he's doing X. Look at this. There's a guy doing banded chest fly, but he's got it wrapped around a bag and he's not doing a chest fly. He's basically reaching down and trying to touch his toes the entire time. Yeah, that's funny.
That would frustrate me, that would.
I have not seen the Form Police, but I now have. And yes, there are some dumb-ass people in the world. And sadly, most of them are elderly men. There wasn't one woman on any of that sketch I just watched. Oh, dear God. There we go. Your 3 favourite motorbikes and why? Ugh. You can't say that. There's too many areas. There's too many things.
I'm sure we've done this one before.
It constantly changes. It's usually a favourite motorbike. But I don't like having favourites because I find new favourites all the time. Because I'll have there'll be something new that I find out about motorbikes that I love, and there'll be a new motorbike that embodies that new love. So that then becomes a new favourite, but it doesn't remove any of my other favourites for what I love them for. I just love motorbikes.
Yeah.
Like I'd happily ride like a quirky 125 as much as I'd ride a liter bike or a fucking adventure bike. So if I go into 3 off the top of my head that I think are great bikes is the 100% I have to go for the GS, the new 1250 GS, but BMW, the adventure touring bike. It's a fucking beast. You can do so much on it. It literally opens up the world to you because you can just take it anywhere and you can pack it full of all your shit as well. So you can literally go touring on it. That's sick.
Yeah.
I've got a little spot in my heart for the older bikes in there. So I I can't think of an individual one though, because I just love old bikes. So there's not. I really would like to own something from like the 1920s or 30s there.
Yeah.
Like hard to find. It's too many. I can't do favourites. I suck at it. It's like when someone says, "What's your favourite movie?" I don't have one. So I love anything old and vintage that's been kind of looked after. I love bobbers that are custom stripped and cut down. I love it when someone takes a bike and changes its form and makes it into something new, like repurposes it. Yeah. I love all that shit.
You're looking very vascular today. I know that's kind of off topic, but you seem to be extra vascular.
I ate that flapjack.
There we go.
All those carbs.
Yeah.
This is the difference. See, look, I'm an acute reactor. Put me in the gym, look like I'm on steroids. Give me food, react instantly. Within like, I bet when we go downstairs after we've been sat for another hour, I just look normal again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very vain, isn't it? Ooh, gains. That's how you look like you've got gains when you actually haven't made any gains.
Gosh.
Just more veins. No extra gains, just more veins. Matt Peaky bicep. That one's, it's coming back a little bit, look.
Yeah, it is.
Not too bad. Still feels weird to flex it.
Look at the vascularity in that arm compared to that one.
Oh, yeah.
There isn't basically no veins in the surgery arm.
You see, look, they're going already now. You scared them.
Yeah.
Scared them off. They're all happily just chilling away under there. And
Yeah.
then
We've been noticed.
Quick, hide. That's what happens to my penis.
Quick, hide. Someone's seen us.
Oh, dear. Why do I have to downplay myself all the time? I don't know. I find it funny. I always do that. I will always take the piss at myself before others. I don't know where that's coming from. It just really makes me chuckle.
Yeah, I think it is funny. It's an easy thing to do, isn't it?
And you know you're not hurting anyone other than your own pride.
And you cry yourself to sleep every night.
Trying to pleasure yourself, but you can't look at it at the same time because otherwise it'll hide.
Yeah.
Kind of a blind man's wank.
Just reaching around for it. I know you're somewhere around there.
Yeah, and then you slip off because you've got your ball cream on it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't get a hold. You just go to sleep annoyed.
Yeah.
Bashing the table out of anger. Right, off the bollocks. Off the bike. So there, I don't have three. I can't tell you three. I love my three. I love my bikes. I love my CBR F4i, which I've had as my first big bike, and I've gutted her and redone her all up. She's got all the modern bits on her now. So she's got more bits on her than she should have. I've probably spent more on her than she's worth.
Yeah.
I love her. And she loves me back because she saved me numerous times. And then I love my K75 and BMW. It's a lovely bike, makes a great noise. So I'm leaving my third slot open for a new one that I will get this year. Kind of know what I might get, but I'm not telling you yet. A big thanks for the advice you gave the other week, Lex. Helped through a difficult time. Brett versus Godzilla. Oh, Brett, yes. Hope everything's going well, mate. You know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well.
That's what.
Yeah. If you could find any iconic WWE tag team, boom! Told you the t-shirt was coming in. It's the vibes. People can feel it. I wasn't even wearing this when we put this up.
Yeah.
The power of the 316. If you could find any iconic tag team, who would it be? I know.
Who are you going for?
Rockers.
Rockers?
Yeah. Shawn Michaels. That's how he came to WWE.
When they,
WWF.
Early on. Yeah, I didn't know them when they were Rockers. Yeah.
No, well, it will have been when I would have been watching their matches when they were already older. He was already Shawn Michaels when I started watching it, but then people had videos.
Right. Yeah.
To
I've
watch
seen
the
some
older
clips.
stuff.
I didn't even realise. Yeah. Okay. Oh, who would I go for? I think the Hardy Boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You get fucked up. You're going through a table. You're getting a ladder slammed on you.
But
you're
how
getting
amazing
bust
is that going to be? All
You're
the
fighting
hair.
against them.
Yeah.
They're going to fuck you up.
But this is going to be us as a tag. Yeah, cool.
Oh, it's us versus them?
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're going to get fucked up anyway because we ain't wrestlers.
I reckon we could take them.
You think, is there any WWE tag team ever that we would take?
Legit, like in a fight? Or
In a
WWE?
WWE match, we aren't skilled at doing that.
Well,
Mustache Mountain. Let's call them out because we could legitimately make that happen.
yeah, we could. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, there we go. Calling them out.
Yeah.
The British, are they British champs or something?
I'm not sure if they're champions at the moment.
They just got some belts somewhere. I remember seeing it.
Yeah.
Calling you out.
They come to my gym
What about
occasionally.
Legion of Doom? Because to get good tag teams, you have to go backwards because there has not been a legitimate tag team for a long, long time. I think the last ones were probably the Hardys and they used to do the 3D, the Dudley Boys.
Dudley Boys, yeah.
After that era, there hasn't been a tag team
love
that
the
wasn't
Dudley
just
Boys.
two singles.
I used to think that the Dudley Boys were from Dudley.
So you loved them.
Yeah, I was like, we're Dudley's round the corner.
But if you think they couldn't be singles fighters because you didn't want to watch them as that, but you would watch them as a tag team.
Yeah.
There isn't that anymore.
No.
Do you know? Is there? There just
No.
isn't. There are usually singles who come together for a short period of time, like the Rock and Sock connection and all that. But that's it.
Yeah. What was Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero when they did they have a name?
Oh, I don't know. Eddie Guerrero was one of my favourites, so I was so
Yeah,
upset
same.
when he died.
Yeah, same. Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, and Rey Mysterio were like some of
They
my
did
favourites.
Benoit dirty in the news reports and everything. Fucking steroids, this steroids. Like, you bunch of idiots. He was jacked up on painkillers. He had CTE. He was fucked up and he had depression and all this. And you're going to plaster him as just a drug abuser, you fucking assholes.
Yeah, and they I'm sure in the autopsy they said that his brain resembled like an 80-year-old Alzheimer patient.
Yeah, he was
because it was
fucked up.
he had so much brain damage.
Yeah. Fucking idiots. Yeah.
Not
really,
not that excuses what he did, but it was not as simple as just he's a drug user.
It was nothing to do with that.
Yeah,
It was to do with the fucking brain damage.
yeah, severe brain damage over the years.
And they literally just kept saying steroids in all of the reports.
Yeah,
it's like, do 10 minutes of research, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, but it's grabbing titles, isn't it? That's what people do.
Yeah, sad. Yeah, those boys take... wrestling and CTE is going to be a big thing in about the next 10, 15 years. We're going to see a lot of them go. They all die, usually, before they even hit 60.
Yeah, I think that was it. The other drugs, the painkillers.
Painkillers and coke and God knows where else. Uppers and downers.
Now it's completely different, though. That's what I was saying before, like with the image issue that they had in the past. Like this.
Yeah,
So
way off that now.
careful now, yeah.
You get a load more who aren't even really in great shape to visually look at.
Yeah, they're just normal-looking people, aren't
There
they?
are the odd good old freaks. You got to have them.
Yeah.
But they're probably having all the bloods done and everything now as well and being much more careful with it. God, Eddie. High five for Eddie. Love that guy. I love how he just came up and through, like from nowhere. Just kept going. No, never Intercontinental Champion, and so he'd never be WWE because he's not big enough.
Yeah.
And then he won the championship belt. I remember that. It's just like, yeah, the underdog.
Yeah, I still remember that.
Yeah, and the frog splash, he's nailed it. He's got some height on that distance.
Yeah, they are crazy athletes.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm sure they're going to be having some live events now. We should go to one with Tyler.
100%.
Tyler is really fucking athletic.
Yeah, I know. I've watched him.
Crazy good.
Well, he's bendy.
Yeah, but he just you should see some of the stuff that he does. There's not that many people that are as athletic as he is in the WWE.
I was supposed to do a YouTube video with him going in training, like learning basic moves to show how hard it is. Well, how much it hurts as well. So hopefully that'll happen as well. Okay, there we go. Bam, ba-dum, bam, bam. Did Lewis enjoy the powerlifting contest at BCB?
Yeah, it was well good actually. It's been 23 months since we last had a powerlifting meet.
Wow.
Because of COVID, nearly 2 years. And it went smooth. Everything went well. It was fun. A couple of our members who, well, one of them specifically, she's only started training like maybe 4 or 5 months ago, and she was getting coached by one of our coaches. She just came in wanting to get a little bit stronger because she's a paramedic and kind of needed that strength for work and, feel a bit fitter. And then started training and was actually pretty strong, and then really got into the idea of powerlifting. And then, she went and did her first powerlifting meet, which was really cool.
Sick.
So, it was really good to support her through that.
Hey guys, I love your energy. Kiss from France. Cheers, Sandrine. A lot of love. A lot of love. Name your ultimate festival lineup. Mine would just be a bunch of 90s rock bands. Mine would be like Guns N' Roses, Limp Bizkit. Probably Saliva because they're classics, Tick Tick Boom and all that. Slipknot, because if you're going to see someone live, those boys are fucking mental.
Yeah.
And then if you've got Slipknot there, you may as well have Stone Sour.
Yeah.
And then chuck in 5. 5 will make you get down.
I was gonna say, other than 5, I agree with pretty much all of them. I'd love to see Aerosmith.
Michael
as
Jackson,
well.
if we can bring people back from the dead.
Yeah, I'd love to see Aerosmith live. Fucking love Aerosmith.
Are they done?
As in, done as in what?
Are they still playing?
I don't know.
Hang on, who's Aerosmith?
Steve Tyler.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Who's Yeah, they're still going.
I'm
Sure they are. I'm sure they were still touring up until... Didn't their drummer
They're
die?
old as fuck, but yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not
Am I on the wrong
up to date with modern Aerosmith news.
Just have a... how do you spell it? 'Cause it's not normal, is it?
Oh, God. A-E-R...
Is it the A-E?
A-E-R-O.
Oh, no, it is. I've spelled it right, yeah.
What the fuck are you asking me? I'm dyslexic.
I always forget that. Dyslexio to the rescue. You would have spelled it right, though. Hang on. Does dyslexia stop you spelling it in your own head? Or just when you're reading?
I'm just not good at spelling in general.
Because you haven't been able to read as easily.
Yeah.
But if you try and think of a word in your head, does it jumble?
I'm not visualizing it in my head. I'm just saying letters.
So
B S R L.
Exclamation mark.
Yeah. Semicolon.
Oh, crikey. Yeah, they look like they're still going. It's not Aerosmith's drummer who died. It's the pouty guy, rock band. Oh, fucking goddamn! I can't think of his goddamn name. He's Big Lips Pouty.
Oh, Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that band called?
Fucking hell.
The Mick Jagger band. They're still going. They're literally still touring, and their drummer died though the other year.
Yeah.
As he passed away, and they did. I don't know if they stopped now as a result, but they're still playing, they're still recording, still making music, which is crazy. And Aerosmith, don't know if they're still going.
Yeah, they are. Steve Tyler's still fucking
I
going.
mean, he still looks fucking awesome. Look at him. Look at him. Just fucking crushing it. Look at that. Look at that hair. Look at that boy.
Yeah. Fair play to him.
Fair play. That's old rock bands who've done all the drugs under the sun. They're immune from death.
Yeah. They are.
They've already died.
They've pickled.
And come back numerous times.
Yeah. They've literally just pickled.
That's why they all go on so long. Once if they make it through that one era.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be all stuff like that. It'd just be Eminem as well. NF. So I'd have like a rap section, then a rock section, and then a cheesy pop section.
I wouldn't bother with the cheesy
Get a bit of bop going on.
Tool for sure.
Really?
Yeah. They're meant to be, so they're obviously they're weird. Their songs are very long.
I don't know if you could sit through
but
a whole tour
they've got like really cool visuals and stuff like that going on with them.
Yeah. Slipknot has a drummer goes like upside down and stuff.
Yeah,
and they have flame throwing guys come out because it comes out their face.
Yeah.
Oh, Rammstein.
Yeah.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, Rammstein would be amazing.
That'd be good. You can see where we're going with this. It's not going to be a very polite concert.
No.
And obviously, at the end, when 5 come on, everyone just murders them.
Yeah. They literally get pulled apart.
And fed to the other bands. CREWCast clothing update. Oh,
We ain't done it.
we haven't done it.
That is the update.
That's your news report for this week. We ain't done it.
We ain't done it yet. Sorry.
Yeah. Fuck it, it slipped our minds completely, that, didn't it?
Yeah, we got somewhere, and then all the samples that I wanted were out of stock, and then I just haven't
that was
chased it.
Yeah. Actually, we did find some good bases. We will get back on that. Yeah, leave it with us. Lord of the Rings Amazon series. You looking forward to it?
I am.
What the fuck?
Do you not know about this?
No?
Yeah.
Hang on. Are they redoing the movies?
No. I don't know how it's going to run alongside it exactly, but it's not redoing the movies.
Is it a parallel story? Is it the same characters?
I don't know. I don't know the details.
What the fuck? How can we not know anything?
I
So
think
they've literally gone, we're doing Lord of the Rings, but...
Yeah, pretty much.
Fuckers.
There might be more information out there. I've not dug into it, if I'm honest, but I remember hearing about this a little while ago, and it's not a trailer, but they've got like some abstract bits of scenery, like random, like beautiful bits of scenes, and like clouds rolling across hills, and that was what.
I'm literally going to watch the trailer straight afterwards. Heroes confront the long-feared re-emergence of evil in Middle-earth, carving out legacies that will live on long after they are gone. First episode date, September 2022, so it's not close.
No.
That's all it says so far. Lord of the Rings series news plot trailer cast. Fucking cookies. I don't care. Have your cookies. It's splashed out of the purchase. $250 million investment into it. Jesus. Modern Lord of the Rings films, directed by Peter Jackson and adapted from the beloved novels, are amongst the most profitable award-winning films of all time, racking up $2.9 billion at the global box office.
Shit.
15 Oscars. Jesus. Crushed it. They reported they'll be filming a series in New Zealand, which is where they originally did film a lot of it, didn't they? Mm-hmm. They'll drive over... Jesus. Lord of the Rings drove over $27 million a year in tourism for New Zealand. Damn. Christ. Where's the actual... What will the series be called? Fans have been in the dark about what's called the unnamed series for years on end, but now we finally have a title. The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. Well, you've overused the word ring.
Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, the ring.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings with the rings of power that are in the rings around the ring of power.
Yeah.
Ring. Why don't they just call it rings? Lord of the Rings rings.
Ring.
Lord of the Rings rings. Jesus. What a shit name. It's not. Where's your 250 million in that title name?
Everyone's just going to be calling it Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. The Rings of Power. Couldn't you have called them the...
If they just called it Rings of Power.
Rings of Power, yeah.
Anyway, come on. Should we carry on going with the questions? Have we got many left?
No, I want to know what's happening with this. I'm not going to lie to you. I just want to see if it's got a base of anything.
I haven't seen anything at all. Like, there's literally a bit of a clip of... you don't see a single character, you just see hillside.
Until now, audiences have only seen on screen the story of the One Ring. But before there was one, there were many. So there was one ring to rule them all. So it's a prequel.
Yeah.
There we go. So we know. It's the prequel. Yeah, because you had one ring to rule them all. So where are the other rings? We never really saw much of that other than the flashbacks.
Yeah, well, there was just the intro scene, wasn't there? Yeah. There was 9 rings that went to men. Or whatever it was.
And there was people who spoke like me who helped make them. And then the bad man came. And the bad man was big and we were all little.
That's what always happens.
It's Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, fuck me. He's a scary human. If I'm taking a multivit, is it a bad idea to take vitamin C and D3 and iron, etc. as well? Stop taking a multivit and just go get proper vitamins.
Most multivitamins are kind of crap.
They're shit.
Yeah.
Even the fly agrees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get it. Oh, Miyagi did it. Now you've got to watch it fly straight out when you open your fist. Did you get it?
I don't know. I'll just put it there on my thigh to make sure.
I feel like it's going to whip round the other shoulder in a minute like, ha ha.
Also, if you're really that curious and you want to know what to have, you can go and get your bloods done and they can test what you're deficient in.
Yeah.
Literally do, like, that's going to be the most accurate way of doing
Chances are you'll be deficient in vitamin D, maybe iron if your diet isn't really supporting that. And usually, what's the other one? Is it zinc we're usually low in?
Zinc,
magnesium, magnesium, zinc,
one.
vitamin D3. They're your major kind of ones. But multivits in general are not a great idea. They're just not. They're underdosed.
If you don't want to supplement anything at all, or if you can only be bothered to supplement one thing, then maybe grab a multivit.
Yes.
But
is it a bad idea to take Vit C and D3? Have a look on your multivit and see what levels they're at. And then go from there.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. But, I mean, my D3 that I take every day is 4,000 IU. Just to give you a perspective. Your multivit's probably going to be something shit like 300.
Yeah.
And then vitamin C, you actually, if you're going to use vitamin C and take collagen, you want to use them at the same time. Because vitamin C helps with the synthesis of, uptake of collagen.
I need to quickly talk about
500 milligrams of vitamin C against your collagen.
Need to talk about the collagen protein that I got. So fucking good.
Is it good?
So I got the unflavoured collagen protein. So I put a little bit in with some water just to see what it was like. Have you ever had like a bone broth?
A bone broth.
I
got something to talk to you about.
Right. Okay. So it's got like a tiny bit of like a bone broth taste. It's very, very subtle though. It just tastes like water that's a little bit funny. So then when you put 1 scoop of whey in with it as well, so I was using the clear whey, it just tastes like you're just drinking clear whey. But then the collagen protein is dirt cheap comparatively to whey protein. Mm-hmm. The only negative realistically is it's not got as good of an amino acid profile. But
No.
then if you're taking it at the same time as your whey protein,
But this is
then
it.
that
Most people should be half and half in.
Yeah, so-
1 scoop protein, 1 scoop collagen.
yeah, and you can't tell the difference, and it's so dense with protein. So like most scoop, so that impact whey I think is 20,
Usually they're at 70% now, aren't they?
is it
Somewhere
like
around there,
it's
70
like
to
every
80%.
21 grams of protein per 30 gram scoop.
Is that what it is?
I think 21, 22 grams
Is that
per
a concentrate you've bought?
it's the isolate.
Well, it should be higher than that then.
I'm sure that's where it is. 21, 22.
You sure that's not in a 25 gram serving?
No, I'm
Really?
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, I'm almost certain. 21.
You're gone anyway.
And the collagen protein is 23 grams per 25 gram scoop. So it's very, very high.
But like you said, the actual profile of aminos in it,
Not
you
as
wouldn't want
good.
to switch, you wouldn't want to switch. Actually, you'd lose all your leucine.
Yes, unless you supplement BCAAs separately, which why? If you just may as well just take a bit of whey protein as well, then you're getting best of both. Going to be very good for your joints. Because I've never had a collagen protein, so I was like, I didn't know if it was going to end up kind of creamy, like a. It
is quite creamy, though, if you put it in coffee.
It's frothy.
Yeah.
It's frothy, not creamy. So it does froth up like fucking crazy when you first
Really?
shake it up. Yeah.
Because
So
I used to put it in coffee for a while back. I can't remember why I stopped, and it was always made it quite nice and creamy.
yeah, so that's a real good one, and has very little taste, so super easy to just mix in with shit.
Well, there we go. Well, I've got one to tell you. I've got some bone broth that I'm going to start taking every day.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so you can make it, but it involves. Here we go.
Stewing bones.
Nope, just not. Nope. Pig's feet. Joints. Fish heads.
Yeah.
Fish backs. Fish spines.
Fish back.
Yeah, that's what they call it in America. Fish back. So it's fish spines and the skin flap that goes all the way along it.
Yeah.
All the skin, the head. Pig's feet, so trotters, and then basically any knuckled foot or something you can get in there.
That's collagen is basically all the connective tissue, the
Yep.
skin, because the things that it helps are your joints, your skin, and your hair.
Yep.
What is collagen? Joints, skin. I don't know if it is hair.
No, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, basically, you got to eat the thing that you want to repair.
yeah.
Because the way of looking at collagen is collagen kind of looks after your joints the way that protein looks after your muscles. It's a very useful tool to help them recover.
It does so much, and obviously collagen's what helps keep our skin nice and plump, which helps your youthful appearance. You lose collagen over time as you age as well, which one reduces the plumpness of your skin, which makes you look more drawn, but also leads to deterioration of joints and all that kind of thing. So it is a very, very good thing. We should all be having it. For some reason, nobody talks about it.
No, I know. I don't know
very
why,
odd.
and yeah, it's definitely like, and especially for me, so I have like lactose intolerance. So
So look, sorry, my protein on their isolate, 81 grams per 100 protein.
so that's 81%.
It's 81%. So it's got to be better than 21 per 30. Yours must be 21 per 25,
Maybe it is.
something like that.
Does it say what it is?
Here's the base thing. If you get concentrate, they're around 70% protein per 100. If you get isolates or hydrolyzed, they tend to be more 80 to 90%, depending on what else is added in with them, flavors and all that stuff.
What would the collagen protein work out at then? If that's
Like 96, 7% of the one you have.
yeah, it's very, very high. So and
But it's because it's unflavored. There's nothing else in it as
yeah,
well.
but it's great having it unflavored because you can literally just, if you wanted to just,
But also, we need to say you need lower dosages of collagen. You're only using about 10 grams at a time rather than the usual up to 40 or 50 grams of whey protein.
yeah,
But yeah, that's a good one. And bone broth as well. So I'm starting to have that because it is just full of, obviously, like
The
you
good
said,
stuff.
the collagens and all the good stuff and other things in there that I can discuss in depth later on. But we're going to wrap this up because we're coming up to the time limit.
all right.
But yeah, so you're starting collagen. I'm starting collagen and bone broth literally tomorrow. I've bought it all in. It's all here.
Yeah,
so
I've had it a couple of days now, 2 days.
yeah. I used the collagen a lot through the injury repair, and then because I've started to get better, I've forgot to take it because there's no visual, like it's not as bad as it was. So I need to keep it up. This is the dumb shit we do. If something works and then you stop, what do you think's gonna happen?
stop working.
Yeah. So you gotta keep this shit up. Like with anything, you gotta. And somebody said something to me the other day as well that rung true. If you start doing something that was really working, why ever stop? Like don't look around you and see other people doing different things and think, oh shit, I should start doing that. If what you're doing's working,
Yeah,
stick
to
the
your
fuck
guns,
to
yeah.
it. Whether it's work, whether it's something like on your social medias, whatever, just stick. If it's endearing and it's working, don't try and change yourself to appease others. Stick with what fucking works.
Yeah.
It's a good one to just set your mind a little bit straight, because we can all get a little bit rabbit hole when you start going down things. You start getting all these ideas of seeing.
It's easy to jump ship to somebody else's, to something else. Something looks flashy, but if you found something that works and it's maintainable and it's not, you're not getting any kind of negatives from it, and that goes for lots of things. That's like training styles, business.
Definitely training.
Yeah,
one of the things.
There's a million different things. If
You
it's
can
working,
slightly start to merge stuff, but just don't do this jumping. Should we see too many people? You jump.
yeah, people program hop all the time, especially
Yeah.
with training. They'll like start something, go get 3-4 weeks into it. They haven't seen results, so they'll jump to something else. I was like, yes, because it's been 3 or 4 weeks. What fucking results are you expecting in 3 or 4
You shouldn't even
weeks?
get results in 3 weeks. That's just your time to dial in what you're fucking doing that's new.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to get
Like
the movements down.
12 weeks down the line, then you'll probably have a good indication of where things are going.
That's
and
good.
if it's
We'll end it on that, actually. Yeah, time frames of when you start something new. Give it at least 3 fucking months, not 3 weeks. There we go. Good one. Cheers, everyone, for the questions. It's been nice to be back, just having a chat and a gabble.
Yeah.
Hope you've enjoyed it.
What's a gabble?
And a gabble. A bit of a gabble. A gobbly gabble. I don't know. A gabble is actually the thing that a judge uses to whack on.
Isn't that a gavel?
Oh, yeah, no, you're right, yeah. What is a gabble? I don't think that's a word. Let us know if you know what gabble means, or if it's even a word.
Or just comment gabble.
Yeah, just comment gabble. But multiples, like gabble, gabble, gabble.
Yeah. Make sure to like the video as well.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, if you do you have the time, please do just rate us on iTunes. If you listen to us on there, go and just leave us a review and just rate us, on the star systems there, because it actually really helps push the podcast out. We found out it does really help with rankings. So
comment on YouTube, just say gabble.
Gabble, gabble. Gabble for the algorithm.
Yeah.
We appreciate all of you that do it. Honestly, it makes a big difference. Over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so thank you all very much for that. Lovely. And so as always, hope you've had a great week. It's your Monday, and we will be here again next Monday. We're here weekly, so don't miss us. Make sure to subscribe to all our socials. You've got Black Country Barbell, Lewis Mujid on his social medias. You'll never be able to spell it.
It doesn't matter.
Just look him up.
You don't need to find
Type in, yes, you do. Find Lou.